Saint-Germain family to the pre-match podcast. Hopefully everyone enjoyed the previous live stream and the game. I mean, that's probably the best game I've watched this season when it comes to just unpredictability, unexpectability, crazy stuff happening. Yeah, welcome everyone. City be cooking PSG? No chance. Fire up. Let's go, Tayo. Come on, Bossa. I'm worried. Why, bro? Why should you be worried about? Look, it's a tough game, but this is why we're playing the Champions League. If you want to win the UCL, you cannot win the UCL by playing against Sturm Graz and PSV and so on. You have to win, you got to beat the best. So if you actually believe PSG can win the UCL, if you actually want PSG to win the UCL, you should have absolutely no problem finding any kind of confidence into the City game, especially when you consider how bad City have been this season. Yo, what's up, Paco? Welcome, bro. Five, 4. Yo, merci. I mean, I want the PSG jersey to be seen, bro. Thank you. Allez, Paris. Big team. Well, you should football. I understand both sides, but look, this is the best 4 we've ever had this season. Let's go confident into this game. Yo, what's up, Ika? Did the PSG win last match against City? No. So maybe the game you're thinking of is when Messi scored that banger. That was the second to last game. Because we played 2 games in group stage. That was the first one we played versus City. We beat them 2-1, and then they beat us 2-1. The thing with City, though, I think City is the team. PSG has the worst head-to-head in the UCL, like ever. We have not played well versus City anytime we played them. Look, played them 6 times in the UCL, and 4 wins and 1 win and 1 draw. So, yeah. But the last game was a 2-1 defeat at Etihad. We will take a look at all of that Korean dude just a second. And who's going to score a brace and Pano will be in Pacho's pockets? I mean, that would be the absolute best scenario. I don't know how likely that is. Thank you, man. Thank you. Yo, Rahim, I'm doing well. How are you? Yep. I'm a Barca fan. But that was penalty because I do think that was a handball from Frankie. Ooh, I haven't even seen a potential handball, so I don't even know. The thing for me is I felt Benfica got like a 50-50 pen. So, like, as a Barca hater, I'm not even that man. As a Madrid hater, what would be saying, Rob? I don't know, Arya, when I've seen it, I'm not like, oh my god, Barca. What do you think? Do you think it was that bad? Well, should I bet $100 for my PS win versus my cousin? What you say? Nope. I do not condemn betting. You should not be betting. Nope. I'm confident PSG are going to win. But look, even in games where to bet, this is not a game to bet in. It's a very tight game, 50-50 game. No, do not bet. Especially not $100. Admit you're wrong? About what? About qualifying and Scorcher? Yes. Finally, hopefully. He did dive. I mean, that's a great thing to hear, Ronnie Moreno. And just shows that we should be more confident because I've seen some pessimistic PSG fans. I don't understand it. Yeah. You think that was like a clear pen? Can be with the short Paris, he's the best clutch player? I don't think so, especially when it's 2 UCL finals, he's being subbed out. So I don't know if that's clutch player. Sadly, can't stay have working 5 hours, which you guys agree with pre-match pod. Au revoir. Yo, Rivi. Fortunate because of the bar segment, we couldn't start this earlier, but see you tomorrow, Rivi. And I will start the live watch along even earlier than usual so we can create a lot of hype. Good night, Rivi. And yes, we will try to enjoy as much as possible. Man, when they say we rub, you say me just idiotic. 100%. Like, I mean, even in La Liga, Madrid and Barca, like, I see a lot of referee decisions go like against Madrid or go against Barca. I just feel like I don't like when Madrid play a victim to Barca or Barca play a victim to Madrid fans. So I agree with you, Arian. I don't like how Barca talk like everything against them, but like they're this angel. Bad and overrated? Maybe I said that for because of his form in the beginning of season, and second of all, agenda safe because he rejected us. Time for El Clasico, 21 p.m. Central European time. Okay. I would take Rodrigo, but I don't think Salah is obviously much easier to get than Rodrigo. Nah, maybe a little, I don't know. I didn't feel it. Yeah, group. Yo, he's Job Jackson. Let's get him, man. Madrid? Okay, he's had one. I don't know if you can call him a clutch player because he's had some cheeky moments. Kiki and then Boost. I mean, you're playing Salzburg at the Bernabeu. Like, for example, if that game was today, I'd be like, am I really going to hate watch this game? Like, you're going to cruise. Mbappe should get some goals, though, especially in the form he is. At least a brace. Allez, Paris Delvin, welcome, bro. Yes, Christian, yes. Yeah. I mean, you lost the Supercopa, but you probably win La Liga now. Arsenal, do you sell? I mean, this performance result as well, and tells you a lot about this team. Madrid and Barca playing victim is the only one of them is actually in quarters for pictures. Ramos? No. No, Doku is not available. He has some small injury. But yeah, let's jump into the lineup immediately. All right. Take a look at the PSG predicted lineup first. All right. Here's PSG's predicted lineup: Gianluigi Donnarumma in goal, Achraf Hakimi, Marquinhos, Pacho, Nuno Mendes in defense, Warren Zaire, Vitinha, Neves in midfield, and Dembele, Doué, Barcola up top. I made this lineup, and then I saw Le Parisien, and I saw some other page, RMC Sport, their predicted lineup, and they had the exact same. The only thing we're waiting for is probably L'Equipe. I don't think they have done it yet. But let me see if L'Equipe have dropped their lineup. Maybe it's a bit different. No, L'Equipe have not dropped their lineup. So yeah, pretty much this is the predicted lineup. No Kangin Lee, no Gonçalo. Yeah. I mean, gotta be Dembuz. If we win, gotta be Dembuz. No, because Champions League doesn't make you a bigger sign. Choose the pair between Bald and Chesney. Who is to blame? My immediate reaction when I saw that after like 2 reactions, I said it's Balde's mistake because he was strictly looking at the ball, not looking at Chesney. Maybe Chesney could have done something, but I'll blame him more on Balde because when the goalkeeper sprints out, you let him do it. You just let him kick it. You want to continue cooking out. Stop this fucking Dogman hype, man. Not on this channel, man. I don't want to hear any Dogman hype. 100%. The only issue I don't see Madrid selling. Oh, like he did versus Bayern? Could be. It all depends on how Lucho wants to play. Just that we're very interested in if an opportunity arises, we'll be there. Oh, Kang in midfield, Barcola right wing, then Bus false line, do with left wing, do a midfield and Kang right wing. Yeah. But yeah, Lucho's probably gonna go. The thing is, Lucho always does like an experiment, so it's probably like one of these plays is gonna be changed for another. Now you know Enrique is gonna make Ruiz play that scary. Go attack fast with Ruiz in team. I don't know if he will start. I somewhat agree, but he said to start. I'd start Ramos, man. Keeps defenders busy. I don't know about that. I think we're gonna play a lot of counter attack versus City. So maybe, but no, I don't think so. Warren has started every single UCL game for us this season. We shall be there. They did. Well, I just realized that how is City going to resist other Sanfnakas if they make it? Yeah, so after reading the rules, you can only put in two new players. So I think they're just going to put in like Hosanov and Marmoush. I fully agree. The thing is, Rodrigo is false nine. The plan is Rodrigo false nine. Raisin rice. Thank you for telling me that. And what are like? Is he bad with the ball? What is it exactly? Could be. But last time we played positioning company, he played more counter attacking. So I don't really know. Did it? I mean, look. At least Pep is suckable in that sense. No, not this glitch now, man. Oh my. No, no, man. I don't understand this glitch. When he eventually comes back, yeah. Yeah, I saw that Sochi. But what I wanted to say was, at least Pep Sochi, he has achieved a lot of great stuff. I got really mad when Lucha was sucking off Arteta when we played Arsenal. Like, what the fuck? There's nothing to praise in what Arteta has done, as long as you don't have like a small mentality. Hopefully it works now, man. I don't know why this keeps on happening. Okay, then I refresh.
Yo, Mo. Yo, guys, can you hear me? Okay, so I'm good then. All right. Yo, guys, can you hear me? DJ, I'm here. Ah, okay. All right. Yeah, no worries, no worries. Yeah, because I was having trouble joining. I was wondering whether it was, it was me that had the issue.
Yo, DJ, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Microphone good?
Yeah, it's calm.
Fuck.
Do you know what happened?
No, I keep on getting this glitch, and sometimes you guys get it as well. I have to figure it out, man.
Okay.
But welcome, DJ.
Thank you.
Welcome,
Thank
bro.
you.
Doing
Thank
well?
you for having me. Yeah, I'm good, bro. Been a good day. Got some good work done. So yeah.
Did you decide to watch any UCL game?
No, I was watching the Coventry game, but I caught
Ooh,
but I watched the end of the Juve game because I needed Juve to win.
what, a bet?
Yeah, for my bet. Yeah, but I didn't watch any other games. No.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw you were doing obviously the live for the Barca game.
What a game.
What a
What
game!
a
Yeah.
game, man.
Yep. Did you
I'm
you stay
fuming.
you stayed for the ending,
Yeah.
right? You stayed for the ending, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Have you seen that? Like, do you think it was a pen?
I haven't actually seen the highlights for that. I haven't seen it yet.
Okay.
Let me have a
No,
look at it now.
I didn't feel like, oh my God, it should have been a pen or something.
Hmm. You see.
But no, it was a fighting victory from Barca. Especially, did you see the goals from the game?
No, I'm watching it now. I'm watching it right now.
Oh my God! Wait until you see Rafinha's goal.
Okay.
Not the winner, but so the second Barca goal. That was. How nervous are you for tomorrow? Football Golazos. I'm not. I don't get nervous until like it's 10 minutes until the game. So at the moment, I'm calm. I'm calm.
Yeah, I don't think nervous is the word, but I think it's just frustrated. Like firstly with how tonight has gone, because I think there were a couple of results that didn't go our way. Um, it would have been nice if PSV dropped points. It would have been nice if Club Brugge lost to Juve. That would have
Yeah,
helped us. And then also just frustration at the thought that we might be in real trouble, and we've sort of put ourselves in this situation.
true.
Yeah.
Um, if we draw both games, we're out.
Yeah,
So we have to win at least one of them.
yeah, that's true.
DJ, PSG can get out of this competition? Can Yeah.
Is that a question, or do you think rhetorical sort of statement?
No, I think just like a statement.
Yeah. Okay.
Safe. Why you hate? Wait, who Atletico? Wait, the Atletico lost today. Safe man.
No, they beat Leverkusen.
Wait, they came back.
Yeah, 90th minute winner.
Oh,
Yeah, crazy. I think they beat Lille. Or I know they beat someone. No, Leipzig. They beat
yeah, they
Leipzig
lost. Yeah,
very early on. They beat Leipzig in a late winner.
Atletico sitting third now.
Wow, that's crazy. Maybe I lost to them. Wasn't that bad then?
Now we made them go through. Since winning against us, they have 4 wins in a row in DCL.
Gee, bro, we really fucking we set them on the right path.
Yeah, they went from getting slapped 4-0 by Benfica to sitting third, man. Shout out to them, man.
Black magic, aren't they? No, I think they lost recently, so they're not top of La Liga anymore. Though.
Yeah, they lost to I think Leganes like a 1-0.
Okay,
Which means their winning streak went away. They had like a 14 win streak, I think.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, because obviously they had that big win at Barca.
Yeah.
Yeah, Harlow and Clone.
Sørloth.
Yep.
I like Sørloth. Wait, have you seen it?
The
goal?
Okay, so I'm at 2-1 now. But I think Pavlidis just scored his second, the open goal.
Okay.
Yeah. Bro, Szczesny is looking he's looking worse.
Oh, you see Balde Szczesny, you saw Balde Szczesny.
No, not yet. Okay, so I think the guy Pavlidis is about to take a penalty to make it 3-1. So now it's 3-1 on what I'm watching.
Wait, but the second Benfica goal, didn't you see Balde and Szczesny run into each other?
Yeah, oh, that's what you meant. I thought you meant something else.
Yeah,
bro. Yeah, I thought you meant something else.
With the best chance of what? Have you guys seen latest PSG training video? Kvara and the whole team looks so happy. I love it. Yeah, no, the vibe, like Ika 3D, you have to understand, like, this is the best the vibe has been this season. Like, we are on a 10-game unbeaten streak, 8-game winning streak. We won our first trophy. We won so many tough games as well. So, like, the mood, everything is so well at the moment. And adding Kvara into it, who I consider is close to be somewhat of a superstar, but he's a humble superstar as well. So he just perfectly fits into that model. So, the vibe couldn't be greater. True. I mean, I still put it more on Balde. Have you seen it yet, DJ?
Yeah, I've just seen it now. What the hell?
I was fuming. I was like, they did it so well.
Yeah, like that's crazy, bro. How do you head it from there as well? What the hell?
Nah, Rafinha got a good head game, man.
Wait, okay, so Pavlidis scored 4. No, the fourth one was own goal. Okay.
Yeah,
Araujo own goal.
Yeah, that was immediately after. I was like, yeah, Barca gonna bottle this. And then, I mean, yeah, penalty. Then Eric Garcia had, and then you probably seen the Rafinha last minute goal because you said you.
Okay, so Lewa is about to score now to make it 4-3. So I think, yeah.
He's close yet.
This is a crazy game. What the hell?
Give him 2 years. Prada is a superstar.
Cross. Okay, Rafinha. No, is that Rafinha?
No, we do not need both wins.
Who's that?
Well, who scored? Eric Garcia.
Oh, 4-4. Okay, Garcia 4-4. Is it 4-3 or 4-4? I can't remember which one. I think it's 4-4.
No, 4-4.
Yeah, 4-4 Garcia.
And then Rafinha scores at the end.
Yeah, okay, so ball in. Benfica have a chance. Fucked up. No? Oh, wow. Okay. Nah, but why didn't the ref blow the whistle, though?
For what? Game or?
Yeah, for the game. I mean, it's what? 98. So the time's pretty much gone, right? Yeah, why didn't the ref blow the whistle?
Yeah, but like Barca had the late 1v1, like.
Oh yeah, I guess. Right. No, but no, more like it was obviously it was +4, and the clock was at 5 minutes, and the ball was still in the basically at the center circle. That's what I'm saying. So like, I think the refs should have blown after the
before
clearance.
Ferran made that long ball.
Yeah, exactly. Obviously, it's just a great goal from Rafinha, though.
And one thing you're also missing from the highlights is like 89th minute, Di Maria 1v1. Barca were completely pushing. Di Maria got 1v1, and he missed it, man. That was a chance.
No, I don't think they showed that here. No, they didn't. Okay, I've seen that then. All
right. Moving on to the right club, Paris Saint-Germain.
Yes,
this is the predicted lineup, DJ, according to RMC Sport, Le Parisien, and myself.
Yeah, I think that looks good. That's our strongest team. Maybe you can argue Ramos up front, but I think beyond that, that's our strongest team.
Yeah, and do you think the attack will look like this, or do you think maybe Dembouz false nine, do it left wing, Barcola right wing?
I think they will alternate, and I think we will see some Dembele false nine, Barcola off the right, do it off the left.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we should see that a little bit.
Because then this looks the most like, was it Monaco away?
What are you talking about?
Barcola didn't start that game, right?
What game are you talking about?
Monaco away, the 4-2 victory. But that one, I think Kang started ahead of Barcola.
Yeah, Barcola didn't start that game.
Have we had the Dembouz do a Barcola front three starting?
I'm pretty sure we have. Surely we have. Because Doué's been playing a bit more recently.
I know, but ever since Doué came in, Barcola stopped starting.
That's true.
Lyon game, Barcola didn't start. Monaco game, Barcola didn't start. Arsenal game, Barcola didn't start. With the Champions game, Barcola didn't start. Saint-Étienne?
You know what? I think Doué might have played in midfield. That's why. So those three would have played together, but Doué might have just played in midfield. You get what I'm saying?
I know there's one game. There's actually one game, I think, with Asensio. I think it was PSG Toulouse. I remember that game, Doué played as a midfielder. Let me see. Yeah, this one.
Yeah.
You're right. But that's like Doué played as a midfielder, as you said, plus like he wasn't good that time.
Yep.
Yo, got a huge super chat here. Thank you so much, the Italian Stallion, for the super chat. Appreciate it a lot. Yo, PSG and City fan here. Respect PSG. Love your channel. Keep it up. May the best oil team win tomorrow. PSG have a very good team. I predict 3-1 to City, I guess. Yo, Italian Stallion. I appreciate the super chat a lot. Thank you so much. Merci beaucoup. Huge respect back. Thank you for loving the channel. I'm gonna keep, uploading and improving the content. I will keep it up, and may the best team, may the best oil team win. Thank you so much for the super chat, man. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you so much. But yeah, but like majority of the time, you think Doué will be the central one then? Dembele, Barcola on the wings?
I think so, yeah. Most likely, I'd say that would be the shape. But with Lucho, you never know.
That's the thing, DJ. Like every single UCL lineup, he's done something that we were not expecting from the beginning. What will it be this time? And then thinking about the shape, you think he will keep Nuno Mendes pushing up?
No, I think this game he'd probably keep Nuno in the 3, just for the sake of the counterattacks.
So then you got the double.
Yeah, and then Barcola wide left. Yeah, obviously you don't know. He might change it up, but that would be my prediction. Yeah, like
this.
Exactly.
And this mirrors obviously City's 11. They start with that shape as well, the 3-2-5 pretty much.
Right. Yeah, I don't know.
It's a bit similar, like holding out the left like that.
Yeah. I don't know if they're gonna play that though.
Look, I was checking through predicted lineups, and this is the one I immediately found regarding City. Because Doku is missing, DJ.
Oh, he's injured.
He's not in the squad. Nathan Ake and Oscar Bob.
Yeah, I know Bob's injured. Okay, so Ake is missing as well.
Because Foden was set to start here instead of Bernardo, and then it would have been Doku on the wing. But because of that, Foden moved to the wing and Bernardo inside.
Okay, yeah.
So then
to be fair, Yeah, you're probably right. I don't think Pep would change it too much from the midweek game.
Yeah, because I checked the Ipswich lineup. It was the exact same, but with Ortega in goal. I don't think
Nunez as
Diaz.
well.
Yeah,
No,
was he a right back?
Diaz started that game. Nunez played fullback that game. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it was him and maybe him and Gundogan in midfield. I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vara will end up being our top scorer since this season, despite being signed in January.
Oh, that's a hot take.
No. I don't think so. Well, Dembouz and Barcola, I think both got like 12 each.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, in all comps, yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, I just think like the Barcola head start is too high, for Carrera to catch him.
Yeah. Plus Kvara, like the best he scored in one season, all comps, including national team, is like 20.
Right.
And here the Italian stallion once again is saying, have you seen us defend? We can't keep a clean sheet. Can't see us winning at the back. Maybe a draw. And I've actually heard, DJ, that a lot of City fans are not that confident going into this game. And they're more looking ahead, we have the easy 3 points against Club Brugge.
Right.
But they feel this game is more, let's see what happens. Because we have like Stuttgart, that's more of a tougher game. So we see this game as the final. While City like, they would draw their focus, everything on coming back into the Premier League, beating Club Brugge next week, obviously. But that's it.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
And that's the thing, DJ. The next games are next week. There is no rest until the next game.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Okay.
It's on the 29th we play. I think maybe, yeah, all of the games are played the same day, same time.
Is that Tuesday or Wednesday? Wednesday, okay.
Wednesday, 16 games at the same time, DJ.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And especially with the table, DJ, that means like teams are going to go like this.
Yeah.
Like I would need to have like a live table right next to me. Depending on, if we win this game, DJ, we'll be calm. That Stuttgart game will be like, let's see if we can stat pad.
Right. Trying to get to 13 points, yeah.
Yeah. But if we do drop something here, then that'll be a very chaotic day.
Yeah.
I think not playing.
I think the only thing with us is like I wouldn't be comfortable going into the last game needing a win, So I think ideally you beat City and then you say, okay, we can play a little bit with Stuttgart.
Especially DJ, because we were in the same spot last season. We went into that Dortmund game needing to win. We didn't even get the win.
Yeah,
thankfully AC Milan did the job for us, but if AC Milan didn't do that, which was very unexpected, because Newcastle were very good at home that season, would have been out.
Yeah.
And as you said before, the other teams that are a bit similar to us, Club Brugge picked up a point, Stuttgart got a comfortable victory. Like the only team like Benfica, DJ. Benfica are also on 10 points. They lost.
Oh, I didn't know that actually. That's good. That's good then. That's actually really good. Because I was looking at Brugge and PSV. I was looking at them.
Yeah, PSV too.
Yeah, PSV
they were 2-0 up.
Yeah, they're
the fine. Nearly came down.
Yeah, PSV are through, I'd say.
Right, let's take a look at the table. Man, how many cookies do you need to accept to see us, man? You need the iPhone 35 to see PSG. Okay, so the thing's everything. That Bologna got a very surprise victory today over Dortmund. I think that was their first victory this season.
Oh, okay.
But everything behind us, we don't have to worry about.
Yeah, I think we're fine there.
Dinamo playing Arsenal next game.
Oh, really? Okay.
At the Emirates, they should lose that game.
Yeah, they should definitely.
Sitting playing us. I think Celtic have young boys. They'll probably win. Madrid have Salzburg. They'll probably win.
Should do.
Stuttgart have already played their game. Yeah. Feyenoord played Bayern. They should lose.
They could lose that. And go different as well.
Sporting play Leipzig.
Okay. How many points does Sporting have? They have 10. Okay.
10.
Yeah.
The thing is with Leipzig that makes them weird is they have nothing to play for. They're out.
Right. You know what? I think we basically need to try and get to 11 because there's so many teams already on 10 or 9. So we're already in trouble.
The thing that helps us a bit is the goal difference.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a 0 now, but you have some minus. You have like Dinamo are -5, Stuttgart -1, Feyenoord -1.
Yep.
But no, we should aim to 1 win, 1 draw, or 2 wins, instead of like putting us in a situation where we don't really know what's gonna happen. Like that's gonna confirm us. And then you saw the French teams.
Oh,
9th.
Yeah, Monaco won today. Yeah. Little lost, I think.
Yeah, a little lost, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so Sporting play tomorrow. Let's hope for a Sporting defeat, Feyenoord defeat. I mean, I would love a Madrid defeat, Celtic defeat, and Dinamo Zagreb defeat. But if we get the victory, DJ, and we sit here, we finally get back into the top 24 spots.
Yep.
Let me see the stats as well. So Leva's the top scorer with 9 goals, Rafinha with 8. Jonathan David, Gurasi, Julian Alvarez, Juninho, assist De Catelar, Igor Paixão, Salah, Lorente, Jules Kunde. Wow, Lille have 3 red cards. Who's your ones to watch for the game from City?
Oh, okay. I'd say Hakimi probably. I think him and Dembele on that right side is probably gonna be where we try to get our create chances from. And I'd say Barcola as well. Obviously he scored the big goal against Lens at the weekend, so I'd want him to continue that form and get.
Wait, you saying what's to watch for PSG?
Yeah, for PSG. Or did you mean for City?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm in for City, but we can do PSG.
Oh, my bad. Okay. Yeah. As for City, I'd say can you go back to the City lineup? Yeah.
City lineup.
Yeah, City lineup.
There we go.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. As for City, I'd say De Bruyne is probably the one. I think him trying to create chances, that could be a threat there. And Gvardiol as well.
Gvardiol in the sense that he can be really good, or like he can decide the game, especially because of the individual mistakes he has in him.
Yeah, I think Dembele would fancy himself going up against Gvardiol, but I meant more so in an attacking sense. So him providing a goal threat for City. Yeah.
Okay. Savio, Foden?
Nah. Nuno and Hakimi go down. Look, come on now.
Yes, sir.
Actually, I forgot.
None of them are really that quick. But yeah, Savio, Hakimi, that could be a bit, because Savio is very good at dribbling.
Hakimi's got him. Hakimi, absolutely. He's going to have him on lock. Come on now.
Let's do it.
I forgot one to watch for us is Donnarumma. Like, we need him to, just have a good game. Nothing stupid.
Yeah. What's the plan to shut down Haaland? Just do as every single team has done. This question, what you said before, goes into actually a video I made, DJ. So I said the 5 stuff that PSG has to do, like to focus on to win the game. All right. Number 1, DJ, Pacho on Haaland.
Okay.
And I need him to do something like we've seen it from Rudiger all the time on Haaland when Madrid have faced City.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's simple what Pacho has to do. And we've seen when we've faced like target men in Ligue 1 especially, because we haven't faced one in the UCL. Pacho's always on him. Lucho always puts Pacho in the center so he can deal with that target man. So I think that's like how we deal with Haaland.
Yeah, you're right there. Yeah, I think also one part of it's not all about stopping Haaland specifically, because Haaland he doesn't really create his own chances. It's more about stopping City from creating. And if you can close down those spaces and everyone be sharp defensively to sort of shuffle aside when we don't have the ball, you can stifle City in possession pretty easily.
True.
Yeah.
Second thing I had was obviously Dembele and Barcola. 23 goals, 9 assists in all competitions, but only 1 assist in UCL. Not good. But Barcola's coming in with 2J in his last 2 games, plus his last UCL game was a man of the match. Dembele is in his best goal scoring form in his entire career.
Mm-hmm.
But they will either win us or not win us the game, DJ. They are our 2 goal scorers. Our wing backs have also been good in the UCL. So I could see maybe Nuno Hakimi tucking in with something, maybe a penalty that Vitinha scores. But apart from that, it's Dembele Barcola that has to score this game.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think you're looking at those 2 to make the difference in the attack.
Yeah. And Gosha is here asking, you think Enrique is going to try a new tactic? Because DJ, like the Bayern game, Lucha played 4-4-2 so that we could play more counter-attack against Bayern.
Yep.
You think you could do the same versus City, knowing that like they have a huge weakness on counter-attacks defensively?
I don't think we need to change the system to play counter-attack football. I think no. So to answer the question, no, he's not going to try a new tactic. But I think he's going to give us more of a license, maybe, to be a bit more direct in transition, especially in the second half. First half, I wouldn't be too surprised if it's the conservative approach we've seen in recent games. But I think second, more so from us. I think City, I don't know what to expect, but I think from us, I wouldn't be surprised if we play it out a bit more conservative, and then second half a bit more attacking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 3, DJ. I looked at their lineup and everything, and their weakness is wide spaces, DJ. And guess what? That's our strength. We're not that good from central areas, but Barcola, Nuno on one side, Hakimi, Dambuz on the other side. Like we have to exploit those width areas all the time. Because I don't think Savio and Foden will consistently be helping out Akanji and Guardiola, which will leave them in a lot of 1v1s or potentially even 2v1s. Number 4, DJ. We talked about it before. Foden, De Bruyne. Our midfield has to be tight to them all the time. And as you said, maybe it's not focusing too much on Haaland. It's focusing on what's before Haaland, which is a Kevin De Bruyne pass or a Foden pass. Foden also has some long shots in his bag that can come out of nowhere. So the midfield got to be on top. Yep. And when you look at their midfield and our midfield, like they got Bernardo, Kevin De Bruyne, Kovacic, like all old heads, DJ. We have this young energy midfield. Like we have to outrun them, outduel them. That shouldn't be a problem, in my opinion. Like this City team is old.
When you were saying earlier that we could attack City from wide areas, I was gonna say I actually think they might be more vulnerable centrally, and especially like you said in transition. So actually, we might be better off sort of targeting those areas.
So you would go more like center penetration?
I wouldn't say just focus on one specific area. It's just we have a lot of advantages, and I think just use those advantages, but don't just focus on one of them.
True. And the last one I actually had, DJ, are these 2.
Hey.
Marquinhos and Donnarumma.
Hey.
In the last 3 seasons, DJ, they've costed us a lot.
Mm-hmm.
They cannot cost us this. The thing with Donna, DJ, Donna knows this could potentially be his, like, khalas. If he is part of us dropping points or losing this game, DJ, it's over. The extension talks are already stalling. His agent's talking with Inter. But if he performs well, this could be the turning wheel for his time at PSG. But if he stinks, I could see Safonov becoming the starting goalkeeper, like from now until the end of the season, and Donna getting sold in the summer.
Yeah, I agree. He needs to have a good game. I think especially against a team like City, where I can see Foden, De Bruyne trying to take long shots, test him. So I think he needs to be on it.
Yeah, no mistakes, nothing.
No
Perform
mistakes.
like you performed after the disallowed goal versus Arsenal. Huge saves he made.
Yeah, he made some big saves.
But yeah, so those are my 5 reasons. Would you mention any other that's important or big?
No, I think you've covered everything. You've looked at the main sort of focuses. I think it all comes down to, first of all, Lucho not doing anything too crazy, and then also us just not beating ourselves. Because so often with these sort of high stakes games, it's who makes the most mistakes, not necessarily who plays the nicest football.
True. And both position sides, City and PSG, they like to have the ball, have position, calm the game down, do what they want. Do you think we should try to make the game a bit more chaotic? Because even though we always play position, and that's what Lucho wants, I think chaotic would suit us more. We can run much more. We have a much younger core. I even think depth-wise, because City have some injuries, so on. Like they don't even have that good depth going into this game. Whilst we have, if this is going to be the starting lineup, you have Gonçalo and DJ. I rate Gonçalo off the bench, man. Off the bench, he's one of the best strikers in the world.
No, 60 minutes. He needs to be the first sub off the bench.
For sure. Especially how the game goes.
Exactly.
You got Gonçalo, you got Kangin Lee, you got Fabian Ruiz. Fabian Ruiz, especially when the game has gone a bit and it's less running DJ, that's when Fabian can really impact the game, and his slowness isn't seen as much. Who more do we got? Maybe Lucas in the back. Beraldo could come on. He's in good form as well. Maybe with Chiki Mayulo as well. So
yeah, I think those first 3 you got, those are the names to focus on.
Gonçalo, Kang, and Fabian.
Yeah, those are the 3. Yeah.
Let me find City.
You want to look at their squad?
Yeah, I have it somewhere. Oh, Walker is going there on loan to AC. It's done.
Here we go.
I saw from the City page, but it said like they've agreed terms on a loan that could potentially become like an option to buy. Okay, here's the squad. So Rodri is traveling as well to like share up his teammates. All right, here's City's squad. So Edison, Ortega, Moreno, Carson. Okay, Lewis. So they got Nunes on the bench. Alane. Who's this?
Who?
Alane.
I think that's a
Is that Pussy? Is that the Pussy guy?
No, that's not Pussy. I don't know who that is.
Stones also came back from injury, but come back from injury, so I don't think could be that.
Yeah.
Right? Who's that?
No, I think they've got a couple of academy kids because, like you said, the squad's quite thin.
McKatey?
McAtee, that's I think he scored at the weekend against Ipswich.
Okay.
He's like a young
young number 10. So I guess like the only sub City have is Nunes, who's been playing very different positions, and Grealish. We need to win. We need to win, man. Haaland is scaring me. Look, Ahmed, just accept Haaland is scoring. I've accepted Haaland will score. That has made it all easier. I'm looking at how many can we score. We're not going to win this game like 1-0 or something. We need to like a 3-1 or something. We just have to outscore City because I don't think we'll keep a clean sheet. City is good. Not gonna lie. Yeah, but I mean, we're talking about PSG's bench. You got Fabian Ruiz, you got Kangin Lee, you got Gonçalo Ramos. I'm hearing Mikite and O'Reilly and Wright and Carson and Alane and Who should start? If it's an attack, maybe do it. No, honestly, you know what I'm gonna say? No, I would like to have Kangeli instead. I hope. The thing is, everyone's predicting the same lineup, but knowing Lucho, he will do something. Especially he's against Pep. Two overthinkers. Maybe no one overthinks them. Let's go through Lucho's cheeky presser. I've heard some stuff about it, but I haven't read it yet. If we don't start worrying, we might be cooked. We need some defensive presence and physicality in our midfield. We don't our midfield so weak. The thing is, like Warren isn't like Warren. Majority of the games has been losing most of his duels. Nah. Same. Ramos really need to control midfield to win against City. Yeah. No, Gonçalves is not starting. It's a match that gives us the opportunity to grow as a team. It's very stimulating for the team and for myself. We have a relatively young team, but we have qualities. What do I ask for, or do I ask of the fans? That they continue to do as usual, whether we win or lose, whether we're at home or away. It is always our fans that we hear. True. He can play as a 9. He's a player who's perfectly adaptable in our game. Adel has great ability to play one-on-one. He can play inside. He fits in this idea of versatility. He adapts to our system. He's also a player who has great ability to defend because have to attack and defend with 11. He's a player who on paper fits our idea of football. Kvaratskhelia there. None of our players have shown before that they can score 25 goals, so we have to resolve it with the team. The important thing is that we can score more than last season and concede fewer. True. I sincerely believe that if we compare last year's PSG this season, we had a reference player who scored a large number of goals. This year, we said that we were going to resolve this with the team and not just one player. You should have won the match against PSG. Stop saying this, Lucho. But football is capricious. 5 more points, we do a quarterfinal situation. We had to fight until the last match to qualify, like last season. There's a constant. We have 2 difficult groups, so we lost games. What I see gives me optimism and confidence. I can't say it's motivating for the players, obviously, but they can't all be in the lineup. But there are other great games left. There'll be a lot of things that we'll have to deal with tomorrow morning while having my cappuccino. We need to defend with 11, attack with 11. Everything starts with the ball. We want the ball more than the opponent. These games are open. Both teams are better when they have the ball. There's only one. Maybe this means Lucho will play position. It will be difficult, but tomorrow we'll see a very good and powerful version of PSG. I can't wait for tomorrow to come. Yes, sir, Lucho. I think the fans have seen this season a team that never gives up, finds out times to turn a game around last minute if necessary. That's all positive. There are positive things like our ambitious state of mind. Why pressure? No, I risk players depending on their physical condition, their problems, a blow, and nuisance. I want to be professional to play this match at the back as well as possible, to live up to expectations for our supporters. It was a special match, not only because of the 2 teams, but also because I'm going to see a friend with whom I shared many years as a player and a coach too. It's great joy to see him again. still a bit far from the objectives. I have to score more and make more passes, but the most important thing is that the team wins, especially like tomorrow. If in a match like this, I'd like to continue playing in the Champions League in February. Dembouz. First time I think Dembouz has joined the press conference ahead of a game. Still a bit far from the objectives. What are Dembouz's objectives? 50 GA? Crazy, man. I love Dembouz. I triggered, no, at start the season, I said I was going to score more goals. I project myself much more in front of the goal. I'm much more calmer, too. That leads to scoring a few. I have to continue. Let's go, Dembouz. We talk a lot about the situation that can happen in a match, especially on my side with Hakimi, Joao, Juan, and Fabian. We get along very well. You have to be focused. Afterwards, the coach who does the work. Contribution to young teammates. Very good since day one. We get along very well right away, both on the field and off the field. There's a lot of communication between him and me. We understand each other very quickly. I know what he likes. Dembele and Hakimi. The most important match since his arrival at the club is one of the most important too, with one in Newcastle last year, where we couldn't lose, without forgetting the double competition against Barca. What about the Dortmund game? We prepare for the match as usual. We have video sessions whether it's against City or Saint-Germain. We prepare our matches with sincerity and great concentration. That's great. I hope Paul Pogba will return to the field. We know he's a great player. After that, I didn't talk to him about the prison project. It's the leaders who see that, but I hope he'll return to the French team very quickly. I think ask him about Pogba. The day I spoke with the coach before he gave me all this confidence, him, the directs, I have great confidence in him to give my max for him and for the club. We see it, Dembouz. At position 9, I like it a lot because I find myself in front of score. As a false 9, you're quickly in front of the goal. 1-1-2 or clear chances in a match. After we change the position, we change often. Oh my god, Dembouz. Particular pressure, Hakim had small problem with hamstring. Marquinhos is back, and now we're preparing for the match as usual. Calm. We'll try to play what the coach asks us for us to win. I think we deserve more points in the other games, but that's how it is. That's football. These last few games, I was efficient. We know that I will have to score to win this game. I'll try to score it tomorrow. Please, Dembouz, man. We're going to try and give our all tomorrow with the crowd. Our weapons will prepare well for this match. We know we have to stay alive with this match. We'll have to play in a bit of madness. Also play on instinct, be disciplined. We're going to give it our all. I feel much better. I had a little flu since Saturday. I've been better. I feel ready to try and do the team. We need the support of the fans to push us for 95 minutes. Whether it happens in the match, we'll give our all. My form, I feel very good. I try to contribute to the team. We create a lot of chances when I have a situation. My teammates put me in the best condition to make assists and score goals. That was it for the Dembele and the Luis Enrique press conference. Yo, what's up, Joseph? Yo, what's up, Insanitics? DJ, you here? All right, Tony is not here, but I can keep this question until he comes. That's on the robbery. I don't know, but I don't feel like it's a robbery. I've seen the action, but yeah, I don't know.
You can hear me.
Yes, DJ.
Oh, you're good.
Yes, DJ.
Because I've been speaking. I didn't know you can hear me.
Oh, you were here the entire time?
Yeah.
Wait, you thought I was just ignoring you?
No. So I was saying shit, and the way you were talking, it sounded like you're responding to me. Oh my god. Yeah.
Well, I don't suggest Ramos. He isn't that good. Plus, he doesn't shoot, but we want to play more counterattack. But you had the question here. DJ, thoughts on Pep redemption arc after divorce? Does it scare you?
I mean, I don't think that City's issues are with Pep. I think it's just the team shit. But yeah, I'm scared. If it gives Pep even more time to focus on football and to tinker around, I think we should all be scared. That's my answer.
All right, there you go. Yeah, I've read through all of this. I think Lee deserves to start over Emery. I agree. Finally. All right, let me show this. All right, DJ, do you know City's pressing shape?
No, I'm not sure what they've done this season. I know in the past it was 4-4-2.
Okay, so if you say they press with a 4-4-2, we'll be back like this. Change this to blue. Blue with white. Blue with red. Okay. So we have the 3 dropping midfielders. They're gonna press probably. Would you say they were gonna press us like this?
So okay. Well, City are light blue, right?
Yeah.
So that's what 3-3-4. Oh, okay.
Yeah, like matching us.
Yeah, 4-4-3. I mean, oh my god, 4-3-3. Okay. You know what? I think it would be better off just like watching some of their games just to get a better idea of their usual pressing shape. Because I'm really not sure.
Okay, I mean, okay, we can go away from that, but they do still like do high press and all of that, right?
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah.
Because that's where Dembu's false 9 comes in. And I could see Lucha doing Dembu's false 9. Because if they press us, Dembele just drops here. Just like the Sociedad game.
Okay, yeah.
But if we say, when they sit back, do they sit back in a 4-4-2 too?
Not so. I don't really think City ever really sit back. Like a lot, they try to control games through sort of possession rather than just parking the bus. Like I
So
think
the opposition has the ball, they just press.
like it's tough to explain. Like you know how football goes. Like sometimes a lot of times there's like sort of a midfield battle where a team maybe gets the ball, they recycle it around their pitch. So for City, they're happy if you're gonna keep the ball in your defensive third, pass it around the back, and then sometimes when it goes into the middle, they'll try and squeeze, to win the ball back, and then when it gets into their final third, then everyone gets back to try and form the the banks of 4, to sort of create that mid block. It's like with us, right? We don't sit back when we defend, but then we're not.
Like sometimes we can sit back in that mid block, nearly like a 4-5-1 mid block.
Yeah, like when we're like trying to hold on to
roaming here.
Yeah.
A little bit advanced to play out of the press, 100%. Especially as a midfielder. No, Christian. Hopefully, I'll never go to America, man. I don't want to step a foot in that country. What's your prediction?
I want to say 1-1, but I don't think we'll lose. I don't think we'll lose though. But I would probably say 1-1. You're saying 3-1, yeah?
3-1.
Okay.
I don't want to have like a. I don't want us to have a 1-0 lead that we have to defend. And you see a thrashing by PSG, like sending Pep back to. Tell us it's over. Retire. Leave the football before it leaves you.
I would say no, not because I think we could outplay them thoroughly and like dominate them, but I don't think we have the players or the team to really go out and score 4 or 5 goals. I just don't think we're built for that kind of football. You know, did you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, especially on the Lucha. I think so. We scored 6 versus Montpellier.
Mm-hmm.
We scored 4 versus Le Havre, 4 versus Monaco.
Oh, you're thinking of the high scoring games, right?
4 in that Coupe de France game.
Yeah.
Like we're like more of a winning team. Solid defensively. We get between 1 to 3 goals.
Exactly.
But that's true. We're not a thrashing team.
Yeah, like I said, we could outplay them thoroughly, but I don't know if that's gonna mean that we, you know, like put shit ton of goals behind past them. Yeah.
Because I think we have the potential. Because I think the City's team, DJ, it's not that good. It's old.
Mm-hmm.
Like De Bruyne is gonna leave.
Yeah.
Ederson's gonna leave.
Yep.
Walker's left. Diaz could leave soon.
No, I think Diaz is staying.
You think he's staying?
Yeah. I mean, I think he signed a contract in the last 18 months as well. I don't think he's going anywhere.
Bernardo Silva might leave soon.
Yeah.
Maybe Kovacic. Like, this is a smackable team. And this is the weakest City have been probably ever since that first Pep season.
Right.
Or maybe that season when Liverpool won the league. They were bad that season, right?
No, not funny enough. 1920, they were actually pretty good, but then they just had so many freak results. Teams just like outperforming the XG by crazy. But this season, they've actually been bad for like most of the season.
When you've watched City, what do you like? Oh my God, they can't handle that. They can't do that. They're so bad at that.
It's just so. It might sound kind of crazy, but they're a team that do everything poorly. So they don't score goals. They don't really create anything. When defending, they will often like give away the ball in shitty situations to leave themselves vulnerable to counterattacks. They can't defend counterattacks, and then defensively they make mistake after mistake after mistake. You know, and like it doesn't help when you're playing someone like Nunez out of position at fullback, and he sort of makes the occasional mistake that you wouldn't expect from, you know, someone like a Walker or maybe a fully fit Akanji. So it's just like everything you can imagine a bad team looks like. That's what Man City look like, you know. And I think they still have the occasional game where, you know, like Foden has a crazy game or De Bruyne has a crazy game, and you know, sort of they sort of will them to victory. But for the most part, like they don't really do anything well. And obviously they just scored 6 with Ipswich, but I don't think that's like them bouncing back into form. I think that's just Ipswich having a bad day.
And the other games, like what? They beat Leicester, one of the worst teams in the Premier League. West Ham.
Yeah, I think they beat Leicester 2-0, 2-1. West Ham are terrible. I think they beat them.
Manager.
Yeah.
I mean, dropping to Brentford, dropping 2 points at the end.
Mm-hmm.
That shows like some mental.
Yeah, that's another part of it as well. The amount of leads games they've choked away late on, I think that shows that there's maybe a bit of mental fragility as well, beyond just on the pitch stuff. Yeah.
Like if you're a City player, what do you expect to achieve for the rest of the season?
Right.
Like our players, they know everything's open. We didn't have problems in the league. We won the Trophée des Champions. We won the 2 Coupe de France games. City are out of the EFL Cup. Are they also out of the FA Cup?
FA Cup.
I know they lost once to Spurs.
Yeah, they lost to Spurs.
Yeah.
I think they are still in the FA. Let me have a look. City FA Cup.
Yes, they played Leyton Orient.
Yeah, they beat Salford last game. Yep.
So The Premier League title
No, that's gone.
is a bit unattainable. Yeah.
I think that went when they lost to United at home. I think that's gone.
Okay.
Yeah, that's been gone.
So, and the UCL.
Maybe they might put a bit of a run together. I wouldn't put money on it, but you never know with Pep.
Because then Rodri returns. If he can
No,
turn back to his.
I don't think Rodri's playing this season. I wouldn't. Nah.
I saw some reports he may come back like April, beginning of May.
I mean, that's the season's pretty much over at that point.
No, I'm just saying maybe if they somewhat survive, because you think the league is dead. So
Yeah, I think the league is dead. Now, I think with obviously, and to be fair, I got to hold my hands up. You told me that Lucas's recovery was a bit sort of like it was progressing very well, and I doubted you because I thought they were going to try and take a bit more time with it.
yeah.
Because of I think it was the second ACL, but he came back in what? So he got hurt I think in March, and he was back by November pretty much. So that's about 9 months. Yeah. Okay.
I guess you were trying to tie this to Rodri.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it wouldn't be impossible, for Rodri to come back within 8 months. So I think he got injured in about early September. So that's September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. Yeah. So so if he came back in April, that would be 8 months. April, May would be 8 months. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Do you think top four? Maybe they could lose out on it.
No, I don't think the teams competing for top four are good enough. Because for a while it looked like City might actually miss out top four, but I looked at the table yesterday and I saw that they are actually fourth right now. I think fourth or fifth. I think Chelsea won against Wolves.
Oh my God, they're
What?
despite City being this bad, like they're still there. Wait, you can't see it? Oh,
No.
sorry.
I'm just asking you. Are they fifth or fourth or fifth? Fifth, right? Yeah, Chelsea won, but yeah. So I wouldn't. I don't think Forest are getting top four as good as they've been this season. And so I would say probably swap out City for Chelsea. That's what I'd say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I thought City would be like much worse off, but despite the turbulent season they've had, they're still pretty much there.
It's because of how well I think they started the season. So I think they won 5 out of 6 or something to start the year, and then they had that awful spell.
And it's also like these teams. What season would you say was the best top four season?
I have no idea. If I had to guess, I'd say maybe 17-18, but I don't even know really, I'll be honest. I think you could look at 16-17 as well. You had a really good Chelsea team, really good Tottenham team, a decent.
What season was that?
So okay, go. What was the first one I said? I said
16-17.
No, don't do 16-17. Look at 18, 18-19. Yeah.
Okay, so here's the 18-19 table.
Okay.
And I will go midway. So we are.
I'm seeing Chelsea on 63 points. I wouldn't say 18-19 either then.
This is 18-19. 23 games played. Wait. Because now they've only played 22. 20. Okay, so pretty much here is the same.
Yeah. Okay.
You got Liverpool on 50. Last time, Liverpool at 57. Okay. You got Arsenal 44, 60 City. City 50. Nottingham 44, Tottenham 48, Chelsea 47, now Chelsea 40. Yeah. So it is easier to get top four now. Like if City were here, 38, yeah, they would be like seventh then.
It feels like this year in the Prem nowadays, there's a bit more parity. So I think there's you have two really bad teams in Southampton and Leicester, but I think beyond that, there's the mid teams are actually decent, whereas in the past with the Prem, I felt like there were quite a few gimmies, layup kind of games.
Yep.
Yeah. Can you look at 17-18 as well? I want to see if that's any better.
Yeah, pretty much here. So you got 62 City.
Hmm.
Okay, no, so it's only 60 the City that are doing really well.
Yeah,
Then you
obviously, yeah,
7, no, Arsenal 44, and then it's pretty much the same.
okay, all right then. Yeah.
So fourth have 44 this season. Fourth has 40.
Okay, yeah. Then Arsenal 38, I think.
So it's
Newcastle,
like
yeah.
Liverpool are doing well.
Mm-hmm.
Arsenal should be doing 8 draws. That's so many points they've lost.
Yeah,
Nottingham shouldn't be here.
yeah, that's
And
overperformed
they're
them.
still like in a project. City like they're at the end of an era and beginning of a new one.
Yeah,
And then you got United, Spurs down here. So
yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
like the top six has never been as bad as this season in the Premier League.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I think like take Liverpool, Arsenal out of it, but then you look at City and then United, Tottenham being where they are. It's embarrassing, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was actually a good comment before. I want to find it from PG Young. This one right here. Do you agree with the statement? I think we match up better against City than we do Arsenal Bayern.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Yeah.
I disagree a bit with the Bayern part. Like I don't think Bayern are Arsenal. Yes, they have everyone's stronger than us. That picture from the corner kick compared to our players, they're very good at duel winning. They're good at set pieces. They're good at defending. They are a very. They're good at being anti PSG. I feel like Arsenal play a bit of like mid-table football. Like that's how a mid-table club looks like. They look like Newcastle prime DJ for me.
Yeah.
Arsenal,
Yeah, that's a good take. That's a very good take. Like
but
the peak version of what Newcastle could be. That's pretty much Arsenal.
yeah. But City, that's not City. City
No.
are a completely different team. And we actually, DJ, someone in the chat wanted to come on. He's a City fan that would suit well. He will
Ooh.
be answering some of our questions here. Arnav. Yo,
Yes, yo, DJ, yo, Mo, thanks for having me on, guys.
Welcome, bro.
pleasure. Welcome, Arnav.
Pleasure.
I mean, as you can see, our City knowledge, I mean, DJ's one's better than me, but we're both lacking a bit. So we would love you to talk to us a bit about City this season. How are you feeling coming into this game? Weaknesses, strengths, and so on. So
Yeah,
how are you feeling about City this season?
yeah, bro, it's been a turbulent season. It's been, yeah, very much up and down. But I think, the moment Rodri got his ACL, I knew our season was over. Really, as sad as that is, I knew we wouldn't win the league again, and compete. And ever since, we've had bad fortune with injuries as well. If you look at all our backline, it's been very depleted. So, and most of our players are aging and past their best. So that was a big mistake we made in the summer, where we weren't proactive enough and we left ourselves too much to do, which is why we are spending so much money now.
Yep.
So yeah, it's been tough to gain any momentum. Really, it's been very stop and start. And against the better oppositions, we've been found out. That's what's happened. We're fortunate to even be in the position where we are in the league. I think, like DJ said, we started the season off very well, which is why we're still within touching reach of top four. But apart
Yep.
from that, we've only been beating relegation sides. We've not been really convincing in any game. Yeah, apart from I guess Ipswich, if you take just a few days back. So yeah, it's going to be a tough end of the season as well. I think we just have to grind through with what we have. I'm excited about the new transfers. New guys have come in, and I think they will hopefully be able to make an impact in the next stage of the UCL next round if we're able to get through.
Yep.
But yeah, for the time being, I think we just have to make do with what we can, what we have, the players we have available. Like you'd have seen Doc, who's injured as well. He didn't
Yep.
travel. So yeah, it's just injuries. When you have so many injuries, it's very tough. Not to make it as an excuse because we still could have performed a lot better. But yeah, I think we just have to try and find a way tomorrow, hopefully, to not lose.
Yeah. Um, regarding Rodri, Arnav, I remember from like ever since he got the injury, you guys were looking for a Rodri replacement in January, like a Zubimendi. But all the players you bought, even Cambiasso, you're after, none of them is a DM. You don't think, why isn't City signing a DM? Are you waiting until the summer?
So Mo, I think the problem is we don't want to sign a profile where, once Rodri comes back, that player won't be able to play. I think that's why we're not going after natural six and a natural DM. So I think that's what the club is thinking as well. They want a versatile player who can also play in the eight and who can complement Rodri when he comes back, which is why Cambiasso is probably number one target, and he's very flexible. He can invert into midfield and he can also play once
Yeah,
Rodri comes back. So I think that's where Zubimendi wouldn't make sense. I even personally I wouldn't go for him because they are the same profile, really, and we don't want to keep Zubimendi on the bench once Rodri's back,
yeah,
it would be a waste, right? So yeah, I think it's tough to find that profile though who can play at 6 and 8 and at like a good level, which is why even still we haven't signed a midfielder yet. But
yeah,
let's see. I mean, I'm still hopeful we can get some positive news before the end of the season. If I think Cambiasso is our main target of what I'm seeing. Douglas Luiz, I don't really want on a loan. I don't think he's at the level. He's not been that good this season. He's still rusty. So let's see what happens.
DJ, you have any questions before we go into the lineup?
Yeah, so me and Mo were looking at City's sort of pressing shape a bit earlier. Do you have any sort of like insight on how the shape has changed this year compared to previous years? 'Cause I know in the past, like I said, it was 4-4-2, but I don't know what it is this year.
Yeah, I mean, I think ideally we would have loved to kind of, play with a back three and invert, but because of our options and because of our constant injuries, we've been playing usually a flat back four. It's been more of a 4-1-4-1. I think that's what we've mainly been playing all season.
Hmm.
So, I mean, if do you want me to get into the lineups and how I think we will kind of structure, or
Yeah, so okay, so two things. You can give me your opinion on the how you think you guys are going to line up, but more
yeah,
so, what I was asking was what the pressing shape would look like.
right.
That's without the ball, obviously. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think, like Mo has said, off the ball, it's going to be, I think, similar to what Mo has set up. So
Okay.
yeah, Phil will be deployed on the right. I think also, I think all those players will play. And yeah, we're going to look to press. But even our pressing, if you watched our games, it hasn't been up to the mark because these players, a lot of them can't run, anymore. Our midfield is so old nowadays, it's really not mobile enough to compete against the more athletic sides. So that is also been an issue. Um, but yeah, I think Savinho is our best kind of uh, threat in that sense. He presses really well and really hard, so hopefully he can make something happen. Uh, and yeah, then Bernardo, like we all know, he's gonna just run around. So yeah, let's see. I mean, our pressing is also not been in sync. Really, we have not pressed effectively, or as a team, it's just been usually one after another, and because that's also not been in shape, in structure, that's also really affected. Yeah, that's why many teams have found it very easy to play through us because we have not been pressing effectively. And I mean that's a concern for tomorrow as well, right? So yeah, let's see how they hold up.
And do you sit back in games as well? Like when you don't have the ball or you're winning the game or something, do you sit back in a 4-1-4-1 as well?
No, really, like we haven't been sitting back or being pragmatic in too many games, even though I would like to see that, because of our current state. We can't really be pressing all game. The players don't have the legs to do it, and but we no, I think we've tried to look to play with a high line, be aggressive in the press. But it's just not really worked against the better teams. They've always been able to pick us off with a high line. Except of Akanji and Guardiola to an extent, they're the only fast defenders we have. Diaz also gets caught up a little bit. The right back has been a problem all season, as well. That's not been stable. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's been a mismatch, in a lot of games. It's almost like Pep is asking our players to do something they can't physically do in regards to the pressing and yeah, just being very aggressive. We can't really play like that anymore, unfortunately, with our current squad.
You think probably for next season, Rodri returns, Bernardo and De Bruyne probably leave. You get in some younger blood and so on. Maybe you go for a Verts from Leverkusen, and then you can play that way that Pep wants you to play. So you would like Pep to be more like compensate a bit this season, depending on the personnel.
Yeah, I would have liked, but I don't think it's gonna change. We're already halfway through the season, and our style of play hasn't really changed against any opposition. Even Liverpool at any big games, if you guys have tuned in, it's not really changed. You're totally right. We need legs in midfield. We don't have that at present, so yeah, that's something we'll have to take care of in the summer transfer market. And yeah, definitely, the likes of Gundogan, Bernardo, De Bruyne will probably leave as well. So there's the midfield is going to have a whole rebuild, and I think
Yeah.
we're going to look to build the side around Rodri at the base of our midfield, and then hopefully I think Cambiaso can join us. If not now in the summer, I'm optimistic that that deal will happen. And of course, we will sign some midfielders in the summer as well, in all likelihood. So yeah, I think that's the plan as well.
And how do you, as a City fan, look at this PSG game? Because for us, the last game versus Stuttgart away, that's still somewhat of a tough game. So we feel like this is the game we have to go all out for, get the 3 points so that we're comfortable in the last game. You guys, on the other hand, have Club Brugge in the last game at home.
I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch that.
My bad.
Yeah, yeah, but you're totally right. I think it's a bigger game for PSG. Stuttgart are definitely better side than Club Brugge, and that's going to be a tough game, no doubt. So I think that's the thing. Both teams can't really afford to lose. I think from a City perspective, if we are to lose tomorrow, the problem is that the last game, everything will be, on that final game. It's going to be high stakes, and I think because we're at home as well, there will be lots of pressure on the team that there'll be nerves in the crowd. And I've actually watched Club Brugge even tonight. I watched them against AC Milan as well. They're not a bad side. They're not a bad side at all. There's a reason why they're comfortable in the Champions League table. They have 11 points. So
Yeah.
we'll still have to play well. I've quite liked watching them. So I don't know, stylistically how we're going to match up against them. Of course, it's an easier matchup compared to Stuttgart away, but ideally, you don't want to leave everything till the last match day because anything can happen. Like we've been seeing, this UCL, so it's very unpredictable. And yeah, hopefully, and in my perspective, I just hope we don't lose. I think even a draw is not a bad result, and you can really solidify your place and. Win would be, of course, best case scenario, but it's going to be, yeah, it's going to be very nervy at end to end probably as well. So yeah, let's see how it.
Yeah, I don't, bro. I don't even know what that was. Like Alexa, I think she was just tweaking. I'm my bad there.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Yeah. All right, we can move on.
In this predicted lineup, Arnav, strengths, weaknesses. What could you see like makes PSG uncomfortable? What could PSG exploit?
Yeah, so I think first things first. I'm sure Ortega will start because he got arrested on the weekend. And as well as right back, I think Mateus Nunes will start ahead of Lewis.
Okay.
Yeah, rest I expect the same team. That's all we have available. In terms of our strengths, I think like you even mentioned in your preview, I think Kevin De Bruyne, Phil Foden are two main you know guys who will have to have good games tomorrow. They've been taking a lot of responsibility and burden of creating. Even Savinho has been in really good form. To be fair, he's been playing really well. Um, so I look at those three guys to hopefully have a positive game. Um,
Yep.
yeah. So I think in terms of our strength, I think also one thing I've liked in the last few weeks is that Foden on like in possession, he's been drifting in centrally a lot more. So early on the season, like even 1 or 2 months ago, he was hugging the touchline. He was playing as a right winger, like he was sticking to his position. He wasn't able to get into those central positions where he's most effective,
Yep.
like we saw even last season, right? But last few weeks, last few games, he's been getting into those positions a lot more. So that's been a big positive, and that's because Nunes is able to maintain that width on the right hand side. He's very athletic, and he's able to give us that outlet. As a right back, when we're in possession, he's able to be out wide. He also has a good cross on him, so potentially he can kind of if he can provide good deliveries for Holland as well. We've seen a couple of games he can cross the ball. He's
Yep.
more physical than Lewis and more athletic. So that's also a positive. Yeah, apart from that, really, I think Savinho has been our brightest spark in a lot of the games, and De Bruyne as well. They've been connecting really well. Um, yeah, he's been very dynamic. Savinho's in especially been our best player, I think, in most of our games. Last few games, if I look at it, he's very direct, as you know, and hopefully he can cause Hakimi a lot of issues tomorrow. Because yeah, he's kind of the only player who has the ability to beat a player in the one-on-one and deliver good
Yep.
cross. No one else has that in our side, so he's going to provide most of the dynamism in the attacking front. I think defensively, Ruben Diaz is a big part of our defense. He's had lots of good games as well against PSG, as you guys would remember. And he, when he plays, I think there's a lot more certainty in the back line. We are much more assured. And even as fans, you feel more comfortable when you watch him. I think because when he's there, Akanji plays 10 times better. Yosko plays a lot better as well. So I think he makes a big difference. So he's going to be the key and hold the whole backline together. So he's also, a big leader in that dressing room. And hopefully, he'll have a big game. And we'll need him to be good. And yeah, I think that's about it, really. I'm not too confident on our midfield, really. We don't have much legs. The likes of João Neves and Vitinha and one of Fabian Ruiz or Zaire Emery, I think they can exploit our midfield, because we lack dynamism, we lack legs. But let's see, I think Bernardo Silva hasn't been really good enough for me all season. Personally, I don't want him in the side, but because he's a Pep's favorite, he's been playing all the games. So I think you just have to deal with that. Kovacic has been good, but he's as well like out of possession. He's not really impacting the game enough. He doesn't have enough legs as well. So when
Yeah.
we're on the ball, he has quality, of course. Off the ball, he's not your guy, and he gets outrun in midfield many times throughout the game. So yeah, the midfield is a big concern. I think I'm not sure how we're going to cope with it. Everyone, will have to be really on the A game. I think, De Bruyne as well is a big part. He's been playing well. And we have to be clinical. That's something that's been been an improvement in the last few weeks. I think we scored 20 goals in the last 4 games, something like that. So we need to be more efficient in front of goal. Because even when we were in that bad form where we won like 1 game out of 13 and 2 in 14, it was also because no one was in form in our forward line. Savinho, Holland were missing chances, many chances every game. But fortunately, last few weeks they've been more efficient, and we need to be efficient tomorrow. We have to be clinical. We have to take our chances, because otherwise it's going to be we're going to regret missing on chances because defensively there's still question marks like we all know, and so I think Holland, Savinho, Foden, they have to be clinical tomorrow. Even still we can do better. The Brentford game was very frustrating. That we should have scored 5, 6, and you scored 2, and that's why you concede in the last minutes of the game. Because our defense, you can't really rely on it much at the current state. So the attackers have to do a lot of heavy lifting. And that's it really. I think weaknesses wise as well. Definitely I think um, Bradley Barcola has a big game. Tomorrow he's going to be up against Nunes, I believe. So I think he will back himself to get the better of Nunes. Even I'm not too confident. Defensively he's not the best. Uh, he can cover ground, but it's going to be a tough game for him. So let's see. I think individually those one-on-one battles is going to be very tough. Even Guardiola, has not been the same this season. He's been very overplayed, because of the injuries. I saw a stat recently. I think it was before the Ipswich game that he played 28 out of the 32 games this season, which is way too many, because he's been the only fit defender we've had all season. Everyone has been getting injured left, right, and center. So that's why his form is also dipped, and Dembele will also fancy himself to get the better of Josko. So those two guys, need to have good games from our perspective, and they need to hopefully be secure defensively. Josko, I have more faith in Nunes. It's a bit uncertain, but I think Nunes has other quality on the ball and kind of structurally that he can hopefully impact the play. Even Nunes actually, against Ipswich, he also was inverting a little on in possession when we're able to dominate games, but I don't think he'll be able to do that much tomorrow. So I expect him mainly to hold that width and just play as a natural right back. Really, I believe that's going to happen. But let's see. He may invert as well if we're playing well or if we have enough of the ball.
Okay.
And that's all really I have on us right now.
Okay. DJ, you wanna?
Yeah, what's up?
You wanna ask us? I'm thinking all that's left is a prediction now.
No, I mean I think he covered pretty much everything. All the questions I had anyway. What's your prediction for the game though?
Yeah, mine. I think it's going to be 1-1. I'm gonna stay on the fence. I would like us to win. But I just don't have enough confidence in our midfield really, and even defensively because of our struggles. So I'm gonna be safe. I'm gonna say 1-1.
Even though it's a big game, like you,
Yeah,
it's not like you must, but you really need to win this game. Like you have had good form going into this game. I don't know if you win this game, wow, for the rest of the games, like the crazy confidence that would give you guys.
yeah. That's the thing. Like even if you look at today's games, right? I think that there's so much at stake. And because these are high octane games, when there's so much at stake, we've seen a lot of results. There's not been many draws, so that you're right. There could be a result, and I think one of the two teams can win. But I think personally, I've not been convinced. When we've played the better oppositions in the league, we've not
Yeah.
played well enough. Even some of the games we've won, you know, it's not always been very convincing or dominant. So I think PSG have enough in their arsenal to trouble us and to really be direct, be aggressive, and I think they should on paper they win the midfield battle. Even in terms of the wingers, City and PSG have Barcola is in great form, Dembele is in great form, so that's also not a great matchup with our fullbacks. So I have my reservations really, in that aspect, and also in front of goal again, we've not been the most clinical. If we can be that tomorrow, then I think something can change. But yeah, I think I just want to play safe. Hopefully, I think we will be pragmatic as well. Hopefully, to an extent, because it's one of those games where we can't afford to lose. If we lose, then you're in trouble somewhat. So I think that may also be even though I told you guys like we haven't been very pragmatic in our terms of setup. I think in Champions League it's always different. Even in previous seasons, we've seen away from home against the bigger teams, we like to just keep hold of the ball, just control the possession. And I think we're going to look to just keep hold of the ball tomorrow as well. Um, just try and dictate the tempo of the game. I'm not sure how successful we'll be at it, but I think that's what we're going to try and do. In the league, it's different because we look to play on the front foot really every game. But yeah, I think 1-1 is what I have in mind.
All right. You got a question in the comments. Should the City look for a keeper or stick with Ortega?
Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting in the summer. I like Ortega. I think he's good enough for now, even for next season. I think he's good enough to be our starting goalkeeper. But I think with City, it depends on the market opportunities. We scout a lot of players. I think if they find a good goalkeeper, to replace Ortega, they're gonna make the move. So it's gonna be interesting. I mean, there were some reports that said that we're scouting, for example, like Diogo Costa from Porto, Chevalier from Lille. Also, I think Suzuki from Parma in the Serie A. Like we're maybe keeping tabs on some goalkeepers, but it's impossible to say if we're going to act on it. Ortega is good. I think he's good enough for the timing. He's the least of our worries. We have other places in the 11 we need to address in our squad, before we get to the keeper. So I'm comfortable personally with Ortega.
Sounds good. Sounds good. I can't wait until this game. It's a huge game. And, for example, there are a lot of people that talk about me in the sense of, like, when we're set to face an opponent, I'm, like, overconfident or something. Like, when we're set to face Arsenal are garbage. I can say it a billion times. City, despite you guys are not struggling heavily this season, having injuries and everything, Pep divorce, you're still a top side. I could still see PSG lose tomorrow. Because, like, that's the thing. I don't know. You could still see a victory for City, not because City would be amazing, but like we do shoot ourselves in the foot. There are many games this season we should not have lost. Like the Bayern game, a mistake, and then a Dembele red card, and that fucked up the entire game. PSV, we should have never lost to Atletico. We should have never. Even Girona, that was very embarrassing and uncomfortable. So I could still City, like as you said, if you play more pragmatic. If you sit back and let us have the ball, we're not that good with the ball. Like creating chances when a team sit back. And then you can play counter against us. And I also think that suits us better. I would also say that if we sit back and play counter against you, that would be much better because that's your weakness, defending from counters. So I think it will go down to what our managers want. Because I know Lucho would love to own Pep. That's his biggest desire as a manager. So I think we will go try to have possession. Do you think there's a small chance Pep could compensate possession for the sake of the game and play more on the counter?
I would like to say Mo, but I don't think so. He always rests on his morals, right? I think we've seen. So even yeah, I think tomorrow's game. I don't know if you watched it against Juventus away. I think it's going to be kind of like that in the sense that he will want us to just keep hold of the ball, even though the issue right now is that even with De Bruyne and Foden on the pitch, we've been playing very slow. Because our rhythm, our momentum is not there. There's too many touches. Each player is taking multiple touches, and we let teams be compact. Even though I don't know if PSG are gonna set up pragmatically or but I think they would be very comfortable as well if they just kind of be organized, be structured, and be hard to beat. And I think if you guys play on the counter, you will have a lot of joy. I agree with you. But like you said, I think Enrique would also like to dominate the ball and dominate the possession. So it's going to be interesting how much possession both sides have. Uh, yeah, I think we may still edge out the possession, but even so, I think we've not been very good on the ball this season as well. So it should not really be a big problem for you guys as long as you're well structured and the midfield is operating well, which yeah, you have better players than us in that department. So I think you should be okay. But yeah, I agree with you. I think it depends, ultimately which players turn up, right? Like you said, I think we definitely have more pedigree than Arsenal or some of the other sides. So on our day, if we turn up, we can win tomorrow, and I can also see us winning in a hypothetical situation. But yeah, it just depends. Right now the functionality of our team is not at our optimal for me to be confident enough for us to get over the line. So
Yep.
yeah, that's why I think it's going to be a draw or like a PSG win. If I had to choose one side to win, I think you're likelier to win. But big players, you want in these big moments, you want your big players to turn up. I think Haaland, loves the goal against PSG, and uh, what happened, with him when he was at Dortmund and the rivalry, the tension he had with PSG. I'm sure he
Yep.
would like to get back and score tomorrow. I look at Foden as well, the key player. Hopefully he needs to have a big game. So yeah, it's gonna depend on those fine margins. I don't think there's gonna be much between the two sides, even if you may be better and you may outplay us or have more chances. I agree with you. I've watched PSG all season, and I think you've just not been convincing enough as well. In the Champions League, it's been very disappointing. On a PSG front, like you said, you've been very wasteful in front of goal. Just not good enough, really, in a lot of games.
Yep.
Which you would expect better, right? Like you said, the PSV game, Girona game, you need a mistake from the goalkeeper in the last minute. And
Yep.
the Atletico Madrid game, dominated the game, should have won, and they smashed and grabbed the win in the last minute. So that's going to be a challenge for PSG as well, how they cope with that. Because overall, I think you're having a good season. In Ligue 1, you've been good, you've been dominant, you're comfortable at the top of the league. But in the Champions League, you've just not been able to put away teams. And yeah, Barcola, Dembele have missed too many chances of what I've seen as well. So they have to also be clinical. 'Cause if you play like you did against Bayern, against Atletico, we will be in the game. We will have a chance, maybe
Yep.
even more of a chance because we have Haaland, and you can rely on Haaland, to score, and he gives you a little bit more confidence in comparison to kind of Barcola and Dembele in front of goal. We have
Yep.
more potency probably up top than you guys. So that's one real hope that we have. And I wanted to ask you actually, based on who's going to play like the false nine position and centrally.
Um, so do with Dembele Barcola is the predicted attack, and it's either do it or Dembuz who could be the false nine.
Right. How's Due been getting along? Because I know he had a rough start to the season. but I think he's also picked up some form.
Yes. No, he's been good. The thing with Due is most of the recent games where he's had these good games, he's been off the left. But Barcola is set to start this game, which means he cannot play on the left. But it could also be like Due on the left, Barcola on the right, then Boo's false nine. But for the false nine position, it's between Dembele and Due. I don't really know what Lucho's thinking. Who should be false nine? But if I had to pick one, maybe Dembouz. He did that in the Monaco game, the Trophée du Champion final. I think in the Bayern game too. So yeah, let's go with Dembouz false nine.
Yeah, I just saw he also mentioned the press conference as well. I think that he may play false nine. So I think you're right. I think he may. I'm just thinking like in terms of in terms of our left back, I think Dembele could probably cause more trouble to Guardiola than Due, even if Due has been in better form. Or what do you guys think?
I think Dembele false nine, it has a lot to do with your guys pressing, first of all. Like if you press really high, Dembele can drop deep without his marker following him, which can take us out of the press. The second thing, when you have Dembele in the middle, he can play make to both Due and Barcola. But if you have him on the right, he can only play make to Due. So you just get way more out of Dembouz centrally. But I could still see Due do a good job. Like Due has a great ball retention. He's very quick. He has that. He would just take Gvardiol in and then go. Like he doesn't use his pace when he dribbles a lot, Arnab. It's more the timing. So no, yeah. I can still see Due be impactful dribbling wise off the right.
Yeah, I think you're right. In terms of especially Dembele would be more for presence in the false nine. He can link up, play better, I presume, than Due. So yeah, I probably expect him to start. And how's your midfield been this season? I mean, I know I've been following João Neves. He's been really good. I think he's been the standout player for PSG this season. Apart from him, how has Vitinha and Thierry Emery and Fabian been? And are you confident of their performances tomorrow?
So Vitinha, obviously, last season he was exceptional. Was in the UEFA Team of the Year. Was really good at the Euros as well. He hasn't managed to be that good this season. He's still been between decent and good. He's not been a liability, but he hasn't been as good as last season. Warren Zaire-Emery and Fabian Ruiz Arnav, neither of them have showed that they deserved a starting midfield spot. Neither of them have been good enough for us this season. So when it comes to the midfield, Arnav, the only thing I'm thinking is off the ball, look at their legs compared to City's midfield. That's the only positive thing I get from my midfield. It's off the ball, they should be able to run more than De Bruyne and Silva and Kovacic. They should be able to go into a lot of duels, press high. So my midfield, I'm strictly looking off the ball. If you press us, Neves and Vitinha could be good. They have good ball retention, but that's pretty much it. The midfield under Luis Enrique, Arnav, we don't if you compare Pep and Lucho, the difference is Pep doesn't care that much about the wide areas. It's more the central stuff. Lucho's the opposite. He doesn't really care about the midfield that much. They don't have that many assists. They don't create that many stuff. It's all off the wings. When you press us, Arnav, Dona will give it to Marquinhos. Marquinhos will give it to Hakimi, and Hakimi will find the right winger, whether it be Dembele or Due. We don't progress through the middle. We won't be looking for our 6 or something.
I see. I mean, I guess that's better anyways because Donnarumma on the ball is not good enough as well. So you don't want to take that risk playing out of the back. That makes sense. I guess in that sense, I think City will enjoy because we play centrally, very central, especially this season, even more so than last season's. And maybe that's why I hope De Bruyne and Foden could get more into the game. Do you guys? I was thinking also in terms of the third midfielder tomorrow, apart from Neves and Vitinha, is there any chance that Kangin Lee can play in midfield, or that's probably unrealistic?
He's only played 2 times this season as a midfielder. We've been calling Lucho and PSG to do it more often because he plays better there. But no. All the predicted lineups, included the one that I predicted, has Warren, Vitinha, Neves, which has been our most consistent midfield trident this season.
Right, makes sense.
Also, is mostly there for the off the ball stuff. Like when Hakimi pushes up, he can go back and hold his position and so on. So our midfield, I would say, is way more defensive than your midfield. You basically have an 8 and 2 offensive 8s in Bernardo and De Bruyne, whilst we have 3 6/8s. So the best thing they do for the team is the defensive, the running. They run all the game.
Yeah, I think even I mean, I don't know how is like their positional play. How would you rate like all three of your midfielders? Do you think like on a defensively, are they well organized, well structured?
Yeah, I would say so. I would say maybe sometimes they lose duels. I would say it's an issue. Like they will go into a lot of duels, but Warren, for example, like Warren is strong as well, has great low center of gravity, but this season he's lost so many duels. Vitinha can get dueled out. But that's the thing I like about the City team is you don't really have like someone that will duel them out. Like that's really strong or something. Neves is good. Neves is good when it comes to duels. So.
Yeah, I think you're right. I don't think it should be an issue. Yeah, we don't have anyone who can really win duels. So I think defensively you should be fine, I guess, because you have the legs and the mobility. It's there. Yeah, it's been disappointing actually. You know, like I rate Zaire Emery a lot. He had a great season last season. It's a shame he hasn't been able to kind of pick on and lead on from last season. But yeah, hopefully he can revive his form. I'm a big fan of Vitinha, João Neves. I think we were interested in João Neves. I know City scouted him for a long time, but we were just not proactive. You know, we were complacent in our squad building. So it's a big shame we were not able to get him. But yeah, it's midfield definitely. I think it's going to be interesting how it goes. And in terms of defense as well, because I mean, I think you mentioned Marquinhos and Pacho will start likely in central defense. So, what about like Lucas Hernandez? How's he been since his ACL?
No, like we've had Kimpembe come back. We've had Nuno Mendes come back last season, and whenever a player comes back from a long injury, Luis Enrique is so patient. He's so patient. So Lucas, at the moment, I barely see him as a player of the squad yet because he's had very limited minutes. Even though he started the last 2 games, he hasn't been that impactful. I've not seen that aggressive because Lucas, at his best, is very aggressive, but he's not there yet. He's not there yet. He still has to like fully come back from his injury.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, definitely best to ease him in. Like physically, won't be up to the level. Yeah.
Especially because it's third ACL, so we got to be careful.
Yeah. You're right. And how's Pacho been? I saw your review before you were talking well on him. How's he been all season?
Oh, Pacho has been top.
Yeah, he's been really.
No, DJ, you can go to talk some DJ.
No, but he's been really good. He's had the last couple of months maybe just a little bit of a dip in performance, but I think that's more about the whole team than him. But he's been amazing. You know, like it's one of them ones where you don't really know much about a player, but then you actually see them on the pitch for the first time, and you say, okay, this guy's the real deal.
Nice. That's really good to hear. That's good to hear. Because I mean,
he's very similar to Rudiger Arnav, where he will bully people just by his physical presence. What is he, like 6'4"?
I don't know about 6'4", but he's like 6'1".
It's not that tall?
No, I don't think he's that tall. Well, I mean, these sites never have it right, but I think Patch is only about 6'1", 6'2".
Yeah.
This is 187.
Okay. Well, what's Marquinhos like? 179?
No, I think it's like 183.
Oh, okay. I know Marquinhos
I'm
is
up.
5'11", 6 foot 5'11".
Well, I always do with those heights. I pick like a picture of Marky and Pacho.
Oh, okay.
So you see her?
Yeah, Marquis and Donnarumma.
Pacho's like, oh,
So I was looking at the one in the middle. Okay.
yeah, this one right here.
Yeah.
You can see Pacho is slightly taller than Marky. Right here as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I actually agreed with you like in your preview as well. I think Pacho's best chance is if he can be aggressive, against Haaland, like he took the example of Rudiger last season as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
really be tight to him, not give him much space. Maybe use some dark arts, like you also mentioned. Just try and frustrate him, because Haaland can get frustrated sometimes in games. As it is, we don't play him the ball enough times during a game. Even when he scores, or we could. There's always many opportunities where we can play him in, but we just take the easy pass. The safe pass, just to keep hold of the ball. So it's the same, like it's the same way we've been playing last 2 seasons as well. So he can definitely frustrate Haaland. If he can be physical. I think Marquinhos is the one that I hope Haaland can target tomorrow, because he's not really for me. I mean, I rate Marquinhos. I like him, but I think in the big games he's never been that convincing. He's just flattered to deceive. He's fallen short of like just hopes and expectations. So I think he's someone I hope Haaland can really take advantage of and look to kind of bully him, and maybe play on that side of defense. So that should be interesting. And yeah, how's your fullbacks been this season? Especially like defensively, because Hakimi, like I like as well, but for me defensively still sometimes a bit suspicious, a bit not at the highest level. But I'd love to hear more from you guys, like how both of them. Nuno Mendes, I'm a big fan as well of his. I'm sure he's gonna be fine.
DJ, you can go first.
So just how have Nuno and Hakimi been this season?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Hakimi's been great. Both offensively and defensively. Like, obviously, you're gonna have the occasional lapse where he decides to troll, but I think for the most part, he's been fantastic. I think Nuno hasn't been as good. He didn't start the season great because I think he was coming back from injury, so he missed a couple of weeks or maybe a month. I can't remember exactly. But since rough start, he's been good. Not great, not like 10 out of 10 like he was a couple of seasons ago, but no, I think he's been pretty good though.
Yeah, the only thing with Nuno, he has some defensive lapses.
Exactly.
Like the first goal we scored, Atletico scored against us, was his mistake.
Yeah.
That Saka goal, obviously the Saka goal, that's more Donna Marquinhos' fault. But Nuno, for no reason, gave away that foul. Like that's one thing with our fullbacks. I don't know, they're very aggressive, which can, like for a winger like Doku and Savinho, that's good. Because Doku and Savinho, they have the ball, they wait for the defender to pounce, and then go the other way.
Yeah.
And Hakim and Nuno, they're very aggressive. They stand with the attacker and then pick a side and go for it. And then they try to recover because they're so quick. So that's why I think Foden maybe would struggle versus Nuno, because Foden isn't that type of a dribbler, especially off the wing. But that's why Savinho could potentially be good versus Hakimi, where he just holds onto the ball, waits a bit, does it like this. Hakimi goes for it, fails, and then Savinho can cut inside. But the thing with Hakimi is he will always recover. He's not a Trent. He's not a Trent where you go past him, it's a clear goal for you. No, Hakimi would try his best to recover.
Yeah, I think like when we even talk about matchups, Savinho is one of our main threats. It's going to be interesting how he goes. I would actually like to see him, even though he's been very good in the left wing position, I'd like to see him on the right as well. because he's sometimes more effective. Even for Girona last season, mostly he was played as a right winger. He had a great season. But in
Yeah.
terms of Hakimi and Savinho, that matchup is going to be very interesting because Savinho, like you said, were very direct. He's quick, but I don't think that's going to make a difference because Hakimi is just as fast. And I think he's going to look to cross the ball a lot. Get onto his left foot, look for Holland, look for De Bruyne, Foden in in kind of the in and around the box, the penalty box. So I think as for Nuno, like I think he'll be okay, I guess, because we don't do a lot from our right hand side. I think Foden and Silva will rotate, and Nunes occasionally will also be up there when we have the ball. So I guess he would not have much work to do. I don't think he will have, a lot of work to do. But I totally agree, like in terms of the defensive lapses and giving fouls away. We've been guilty of that as well. Nunes, even though he's been good as a fullback, he's not traditionally a fullback, right? So defensively,
Yeah.
he has his frailties, and he's also aggressive. So he also kind of makes one too many fouls sometimes. When he doesn't need to, kind of positional and his decision making isn't the best. So that's where Barcola does scare me. If he's on his game, he can have a field day really.
And how are you guys from corners? Because I saw some crazy stats that 25% of the goals we've conceded this season are from corners.
Wow. So from corners, we're not great, bro. We scored a few corners and set piece at the start of the season. If you remember when Stones got those goals against Arsenal, against Wolves, he scored. But
Yep.
since then, we have not scored. Like none of our centre backs are good aerially in terms of goal scoring. Our best centre back is Ake. He's not playing. He's out injured. So you're good. Honestly, like I think we may even be worse than you. Like in corners, generally we're really bad. In the league, we struggle big time. Even on the weekend, like Ipswich, we especially when defending corners, it's more of a concern because
Yep.
physically, our team isn't the best. We don't have much height and much presence in our team. So it's been awful because we've been doing zonal marking in corners and set pieces, and that I'm not a fan of that as well. So many games we give free headers to oppositions. So I think tomorrow you'll have a chance. Your defenders will have a chance because even against Ipswich, bro, it was the same thing. They could have easily scored off a corner. All the games, if I look back, we've been awful from set pieces. Attacking wise, defensively, I don't know what the set piece coach is doing. To be very honest, it's been below average. It's not even been average where I can be comfortable. So I'm going to be scared in every corner you guys have
No,
tomorrow because
no,
yeah.
we haven't scored a single corner. I think we've.
Okay.
Wait, DJ, I think we scored it from a direct corner this season. Do you remember? I have a feeling we did.
I mean, legal.
Yes. Yes, Monaco. Gonzalo.
What, the 4-2?
Yeah. The 3-2 goal.
I think Lee took the corner,
So I don't.
right?
Yeah. So I don't know. Under Luis Enrique's 1.5 year time at PSG, we've only once scored from a direct. Like we've once like putting across, someone hits it, someone else and he scores. But like from a direct, we've only done that once in like 70, 80 games. So don't worry. We're not those Premier League teams that are good at corners. Like we're probably the worst corner team in the world. So but we're good at short corners, Arnav. That's what we do. We do a lot of short corners. Like find Hakimi at the top of the key, take a long shot, maybe Vitinha, or like 1-2, like Dembele, Barcola, try to dribble inside from the corner.
Right. Yeah, I think then tomorrow I think we'll probably see the two worst sides in terms of corners because we're just as bad. So that's gonna be eventful. But even from our side, I actually like De Bruyne is not good at corners. If you look at him, his delivery is not on point. Foden and Savinho are way better. So when they cross, we have some more presence. But because De Bruyne is like the captain, he always takes every corner, almost every corner, which I don't want. No City fans want that because his corners are just not the best. It never has been like in his whole career. It's always been very weird. So I think I don't see us having much of a say, attacking corners or set pieces. I hope we can target you, like you said, you've been very poor in defending corners. I've also seen like the set pieces. It's been tough for you guys, but let's see if the set piece coach can do something. We've only scored like Oli Stones has scored from corners this season. He scored 3 goals, but he's not gonna start. I think he'll be on the bench.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's literally the only goals we scored, and that was at the start of the season. It's so long, like I almost, forgot it's been that long. So yeah, let's see how it could be the difference. I mean, it's going to be tight, whichever team defends and attacks set pieces better could also be the difference. Because I don't think there's going to be much margin in the game. I don't see any team dominating tomorrow or like really, humiliating any team. Or like you humiliating us or we humiliating you. I don't see that happening. I think it will be very
Yeah.
tight. And that's how I think that's how Pep would want the game to go, at least from a City perspective. So it could, like we see in so many games, the set pieces can be the margin between defeat and victory. So hopefully both our teams can do well on that front, because it sucks to concede goals or, it's the most frustrating thing, like to concede cheap goals like that from corners or from set pieces. So hopefully it doesn't get down to that.
Tisnang talked here in the comments about the McKinney goal that you conceded, and I thought that we could take a look at it. So Doku has the ball on the right-hand side. Danilo wins it, very aggressive. And then it's an immediate counter-attack. Walker is high up. You have Gundogan, as you said before, not many legs. I haven't seen this goal, so I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, I think, it goes back to the point of like how easy we are to play through. Like you will see in this goal.
There's no midfield.
In a matter of few passes, Juventus have gone from defense to attack.
Right.
It's literally.
So who was your holding midfielder this game? Was it Gundogan?
Yeah, this game I think Gundogan and Bernardo started. I think it was Gundogan. You're right. So Gundogan, you can see in the frame, he's nowhere near.
Yeah, I think that's him though.
It is him, yes.
Yeah. The issue with a player like Gundogan is he does what you want in possession, but then out of possession he's a passenger.
Yes, DJ.
Right.
Like at this stage of his career, he's a passenger out of ball, out of possession. In possession, he still is good. He still can keep hold of the ball.
Right.
But that's not enough value for us anymore. You need legs in the field nowadays. Against not just in Champions League, even in the Premier League. It's without any legs, you're gonna suffer big time. So
no doubt.
Yeah, it's that's a problem for whole midfield. That's the issue. Even tomorrow, like not that good. Bernardo and Kovacic are not way better than Gundogan in that aspect.
Can I ask you something? Yeah. Who would be your sort of? Actually, no, there's two questions. First question is: do you think Pep is going to tweak the system in the future now with Marmoush coming in to maybe play like a double pivot and then maybe you play with sort of 3 attackers behind the striker?
I think, I see Marmoush, if you remember last season where Alvarez played,
like second striker.
Yes, I think he's going to be that versatile, flexible forward.
Okay.
I think I personally see Marmoush playing in the 10 a lot. In just behind Holland, he's very good.
I feel like Foden would be better there. That's the only thing, though.
Yeah, Foden, I agree. But I think what he could do is like say in the team we've been playing this season, instead of De Bruyne, you have Marmoush, for example. So
Oh,
you have
okay, okay,
Marmoush and Foden as the attacking tens.
okay.
Really,
That
I
could
think
work.
yeah. And then defensively, you'll have Rodri, Cambiaso. I think they will probably be the base of the midfield.
Okay.
Or if we buy someone better in the summer, let's
Yeah,
see.
that's what I was gonna ask. Like, who would be your dream sort of midfield target to add to that midfield? Assuming that like one or two. No, assuming De Bruyne leaves. Let's say Gundogan leaves. Maybe Bernardo leaves as well.
Yeah, so De Bruyne, it's still 50-50, and we don't know if he's gonna stay or leave.
Yeah.
Uh, I would love words, but I don't think he's gonna join City because there've already been some reports where
Yeah.
that's come out where apparently he wants to stay in Germany. So I don't know how it's gonna happen. I
Okay.
don't see words being interested in joining us. I know we are interested.
Yeah.
So
You don't think you
person,
prefer someone a bit more defensive though, like Baleba or someone like that?
yeah, I'll get to that. So
Okay. Okay.
yeah, sorry, just that. So yeah, in terms of De Bruyne replacement, I would look at Alex Baena from Villarreal.
Yep.
I think he's really, really good. He has great underlying statistics creatively. He's really dynamic, really good on the ball. Um, yeah, he has good running power.
Right.
So that's what De Bruyne in his prime was best at, and I just think creatively he's a good fit.
Okay.
He's very good on the ball. Yeah, and I think maybe and we don't always go for the big names as well, especially with our new sporting director. Even this window you've seen. So it'd be interesting to see who we go for. 'Cause I don't see words being realistic. So I believe Marmoush will also handle a lot of their responsibility, as well as we'll look to probably sign another creative midfielder. So my
Yeah.
pick would be Bayern. Yeah, in terms of midfield, like in terms of Bernardo, Gundogan, Kovacic. So I think most of our fan base want Bruno G, right? But the issue with Bruno Guimaraes is we're not willing to pay 100 million, which is his release clause.
Right. He's not
Um,
worth that.
yeah, we don't believe he's worth that at Man City. So
Yeah.
I think the second name that's been most in the media is Edison from
Okay.
Atalanta.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like him a lot personally. Even though a lot of a lot of our fan base are not a fan of him. I don't know why. I feel like not enough people watch enough Serie A or Atalanta to judge. But personally, I watch a lot, Serie A, and I'm a fan of Edison. I like him, so yeah, I think we will be interested in the summer as well.
Okay.
Um,
Can
so
I ask what is it about Edison you like so much? Like, what stands out to you?
I just think I think physically he's perfect, for the Premier League for what we need. He has got a great engine, got great running power. He's got legs in midfield, right, which we desperately need. Good physicality. He can get about the pitch very comfortably. And on the ball, he's improved significantly. Like in the last 12, 18 months, he's gone levels up. Because before as well, he used to be a very combative midfielder, but on the ball, he didn't have that quality, right? But I feel that that's significantly improved this season as well. He's been really good on the ball. He's been good in retaining possession.
Yeah.
And that's something I think could also improve in our surrounding, our setup, with the players we have in our squad. Like he will only get better on the ball. I feel that's
Hmm.
something that can definitely improve on. And physically, he has all the attributes. He's good defensively as well. So I think he would be a good. Only thing with Edison that I have reservation about is like, can he play the eight? I don't know if he can play in some of the more forward positions. But the other, idea we can do is play. Let Rodri play the eight. Rodri can play further forward, and
Yeah.
he has goals in him. He has assists in him, and Edison can hold the base of the midfield. So that's something we can do as well.
Okay.
But yeah, if not Edison, you mentioned, Baleba would be my number one choice as well. I'm a big fan of his. I think he's perfect, really, on the ball, off the ball. His profile for me is just one of the best. Like in Europe, if you look at his build, he's only 21.
Yeah.
He had everything in his game, and again, he's another player like, who'd only get better at City. With what we have.
No doubt.
So
Yeah.
I would love him as well. Also, couple more players. I'd love to hear your point as well. But I'm a big fan. I watched him today as well. He was outstanding. Lamine Kamara of
Oh, okay.
Monaco. I think he's also really nice.
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah, I mean, I don't watch him again week in week out or anything, but whenever I've seen him, I've been very impressed. He has great engine, very dynamic
Yeah.
midfielder, good winning those tackles, those duels.
Right. Like your prototypical Liga black DM, like pretty much
Yeah,
like Kante region sort of player, isn't it?
yes, absolutely. I think
Exactly that. Yeah.
Kante region has definitely those sort of names have flied about.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like him, but again, I don't know if City will be looking in that direction. They probably want more established midfielders, I think. So that's where Edison comes in. Also, I think we've also been scouting Nico Gonzalez from Porto as well, I believe. So
Oh,
he's
okay.
also he's also interesting midfielder. Again, he came from La Masia, so
Right.
you have that quality on the ball. He's also pretty athletic. He gets around the pitch well. Um, he has that running engine that we don't have. So I don't know if we could potentially look at him again because Hugo Viana was um, sporting director, right? Lisbon sporting director. So we may also tap into the Liga NOS for some recruits, in midfield, even in defense potentially. So yeah, but I would say Baleba would be probably number one, if not Edison. I would go for personally.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. What about you? Like looking ahead, like where do you feel like in your setup in your squad do you need most improvements? And of course, now Quara has joined. That's a big positive. But like, yeah, which departments do you feel you need replenishment in? And you can really refine.
Yeah. I think the squad's in a really good place now because there's an abundance of young talent. But I think ideally you'd like to see a couple of like top tier players just to add a level of experience and a level of quality to the team. Um, and I think one issue we've had is probably like the way the squad has been built. There's a couple like too many players where they deserve minutes, but you ideally would want a better player in that position. Like for example, in the midfield with Mayulu, Due, Warren, Neves. Those are like four really exciting young guys. But in my opinion, I think we need another Camavinga sort of profile who can add a level of physicality and a level of experience to the midfield just to elevate the team even more. But the issue is that if you bring in a top level midfielder, you're then pushing all those other young guys down the pecking order. So you might have an issue there. And I think ideally you'd want a number 9 in the summer and a centre back who could be the successor to Marquinhos for the future. Also a goalkeeper as well.
Yeah, I agree with you actually in all those. Like, do you have any names in mind you would?
Goalkeeper would be Chevalier for me. I think he's, for my money, top 3 keeper in France, and I think he would be the ideal target. As far as CB, I'd like Diomande. I desperately wanted Lenioro last summer, but obviously he chose the shit show at United, so that's unfortunate. I think Diomande would be my number 1 choice, but I think with the CB market, there's like a million different options. It just depends on what Campos, what Lucha decide. And as far as striker, again, similar with centre back, I think there's a million strikers out there, So it just depends on what Lucha wants. I would want Isak. I think that would be the dream, but I don't know if he would choose PSG, over some of the other options that are available for him.
Behave, man. Behave, man.
What? What?
What's that
what I
supposed
say?
to mean, man? What's that
No,
supposed
I
to
just
mean?
if Real Madrid come knocking next summer for Isak, Is he going to say no to them? Obviously not. If Barca come knocking for Isak to replace Lewandowski, he's not going to say no to them.
Oh, no, look, even though I hate Madrid and I would never want to be honest about it, yeah, Madrid is a club that could definitely challenge the pull, as we saw with Lenny Oro.
Right.
But Barca, no.
But
I
I
don't
think
think
Only
Barca
thing I'm
have
scared.
I think Isak could be swayed by the Barca project. I can't lie.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
do
and also-
Barca have the finances?
Yeah, that's true. Also, I think I wouldn't be insanely surprised if Chelsea are sniffing about that as well next summer.
The only thing about Isak DJ is I haven't seen any kind of concrete link or anything, no report, which
Right,
means we
right.
have no interest in him.
Yeah.
And I don't know why. Like, he's good with the ball. He can play this 9/false 9 stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with DJ. Like, I think Isak would be your best bet. He's so good. You know, he's complete really as a center forward. On the ball, his quality is there for everyone to see.
Yeah.
And even in front of goal, he's having a wonderful season. He's been very prolific. So yeah, I mean there should be more links at least in the summer. You should be interested, in my opinion, as well, because he's that profile you need, and he would fit in well, like in with Enrique, or even if you get another manager, like because he's so good on the ball and so dynamic, so flexible. He's just a great option in that front line, and he could link up well with Dembele, with Quara, with Barcola. I agree, and even Chevalier, I'm a big fan as well. I think he would be an upgrade on Donna. I think that would be good signing. And centre back, you mentioned Diomande. I think he's interesting. Even I'm a big fan of the Leo centre backs. I don't know how highly you guys rate them. But I like
Ribeiro or
I
Diakite?
like Ribeiro. I like both of them. I like Diakite and Ribeiro, both of them.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're, again, because I don't watch a lot of Leo. I don't know
Mhm.
if they're the highest level, but they have potential. I think both of them.
Yeah,
I
I
like
think-
what I see.
I think Diakite is probably like more of that sort of. I'm trying to think of a comparison, but like that's sort. I guess maybe like a Kanji kind of profile where he's a bit of a fullback, bit of a centre back. So you want him in more of a hybrid system. But I think Ribeiro is like the true sort of leader of the back line, proper centre back kind of profile.
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, that would be good profile. And in midfield, I agree as well. I think Edison would actually be pretty decent fit at PSG as well.
I think so.
I think you have been linked as well, I believe, maybe. But I think physically he's imposing, and I agree with everything you said. You need someone who can be more combative, who has more presence
Yeah.
about him. Because I think creatively you're okay. Like Vitinha, João Neves, I think are fine creatively. Like on the ball, going forwards, they have enough. So
Right.
someone like him would be pretty cool. So I think hopefully you can address that. I think because there's not very many missing pieces you have. I mean, it's a shame you couldn't get Osherman. Like in the summer. Okay, I've never been a fan of Gonzalo Ramos. So again, he's probably not good enough in my opinion. Um, but I feel like as long as you guys can address that, I think you have a real shot at Champions League. I mean, I don't see you guys as big contenders this season, personally, because of these deficiencies, like you said. I think there's still a lot of moving parts in the goalkeeper as well, a big issue. I think again, not having a striker, we've already seen how many games it's cost you guys in the group
Yeah.
stages.
Yeah.
It's
That's
very
true.
evident. So that will be an issue in the knockout as well, right? And we saw it last season against Dortmund, all the chances missed. It's been
Oh, don't remind me, bro. Oh my God.
sorry, bro. I was rooting for you guys. Like
Oh,
I
were
wanted,
you?
yeah.
Okay.
We're
All your
always-
brothers, yeah.
All brothers, yeah, of course, bro. No, like generally, I wanted PSG to make the final. It would have been so much for better final as well. Like against
Right. The Mbappe storyline.
so many narratives, right? And I knew Dortmund would just bend over for Madrid in the final. Like
Yeah.
that was always going to happen. But that was your best chance, really. Like you had a favorable run, you had good matchups in the in the quarters, in the round of 16, and a good opposition in Dortmund. Like we should have done better, but yeah, let's not get into that. I don't want to put salt over your wounds, but yeah. Hopefully, I want PSG to win. As well. Like it's about time you guys lift the Champions League. It's been a long time coming for you guys as well. Um, there's been a lot of heartbreaks. Like I can relate as a Man City fan. We've had a similar journey. Uh, so yeah, hopefully you guys can get up there. Even yeah, let's see what happens this season. But yeah, I'm hoping next season. I think is the one. I think if you guys address the deficiencies in your starting level.
Still a Barca fan.
Yeah, I don't know how Barca fans have the confidence to talk. I mean, after the game tonight, I mean, I see they're still kind of just. It's a great win. I don't want to take anything away from them, but like conceding 4 goals to Benfica is quite an embarrassment, in my opinion. That's not something to celebrate,
Yeah. No, like the winning mentality that Barca showed. I don't think we've seen Barca. I haven't seen Barca make a comeback like that since they made it against us. Like they've been woeful in that sense. But as you said, the performance was abysmal from Barca.
Yeah,
So many individual
absolutely.
mistakes as well.
Yeah, no, they got bailed out. Really great comeback, like you said. A lot of mistakes, but it wasn't convincing. And they made the game harder than it should be. You should never be conceding 4 goals to Benfica. Like, even though Benfica are not a bad side, but the mistakes they made, it was all self-inflicted. And I think it's good for Barcelona in terms of this competition is a welcome change because in La Liga
Yep.
they've just won 1 game out of the last 6 or last 7. They've been in bad form. So these sort of matches, I guess, can get the season back on track because they need to, really in terms of La Liga, they're 7 points behind Madrid. So yeah, hopefully they can get back into the title race because right now they still seem far off it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apart from that, how do you see this season's Champions League and the competition across Europe? Like, how do you think PSG are like in terms of all the other big European clubs and how their performances are going?
I've always rated us. Even when it was going really bad in the group stage, I always rated us. There were a lot of people that said, "Oh, this is the limit of this team. We need a lot of new signings." I didn't believe in that. I thought just we were heavily underperforming. We were not playing our level. Now we've started to play our level, but obviously we haven't had a tough UCL game until this game. So I don't know. Like tomorrow's game, that's why it's so important for us. I don't know, us PSG fans. Like tomorrow's game will tell us was this form, was 10 games unbeaten, 8 game winning streak. Was it really good, or was it just a Farmer League purple patch? So, like, if we beat you with a great performance, yeah, I don't think any team is stopping us.
Yeah, I agree that because even in the start of the season, you were like in good form in Ligue 1 before the start of the Champions League, and then it's almost like that form hasn't translated in Champions League, right?
Yeah.
That's been the issue. So hopefully, I mean, not tomorrow, but I hope in the rest of the games you guys can pick up some form because, yeah, right now both of us are way too down in the table.
Yeah.
And I feel like this season is very open, in my opinion. There's no outstanding side that I look at that scream to me as like favorites, There are a lot of average sides. And that's why even if we look at the table, like after like 7 match days, you see a lot of sides, overperforming or a lot of sides you don't expect in the top 8, and they find themselves in and around that vicinity. So it's one of those Champions Leagues where, yeah, anyone who can really take the competition by the scruff of the neck can go a long way. And it's a big opportunity. Like even for us, like both our clubs, if we can fix up, and our Champions League performances, I guess like from a city perspective, it depends on the on our winter, like on our signings, how much impact they have. So that's going to play a big part. But in knockout football, anything can happen. Like even if both of us qualify in 23rd, 24th position, um, it's all about making it in the next stage, right? And then anything can
Exactly.
happen in the two-legged games. Even if we play Real Madrid or Atalanta, any side, it's up for grabs. So yeah, I think that's key for both the clubs to just make it through, and then the open game, I feel. So it's going to be very fascinating. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like, I think Inter like are probably my best bet. Inter and Atletico Madrid, I think, are two sides I feel like who can go all the way this season.
Yep.
Those are my bet because I think Barca like defensively for me are still all over the place, and the high line can be exposed. Like I would love to play Barcelona, like personally from City because I think it's a good matchup for us. Like the high line, Haaland would have a field day. He's never offside, right? He always makes his runs, and as long as we can find him, we would have a field day against them. But Liverpool are good as well. Like they're unbeaten, but so they also have Champions League pedigree. I mean, but hopefully they can falter in the knockouts. I mean, they're going to finish top 2, unfortunately. So they're going to be in a favorable draw and favorable position. But I still think, because with the new manager, like they can get undone. Like they, again with Liverpool as well. Like if you're pragmatic enough, I think you can get a result. Like we saw, we've seen Forest, this season, the Premier League, the way they
Yep.
set up and make it difficult and really park the bus. Tell them to break down your opposition. They struggle as well. They don't have much creativity. It's a lot of crosses, a lot of chaos. That's how Liverpool play. That doesn't always work in Champions League, or in any game, right? So it'll be interesting. But let's see. Hopefully, I just hope again both our sides can pick up some form into the knockout games, because they're coming up soon as well. The draw is soon, I think next month. So, but
And that's the thing. Like you play your Brook game, we play our Stuttgart game just next week. So whatever happens, this game won't like stick for too long because you will immediately be able to like revenge it.
Yeah. So I think both our sides just need one win, I believe, to make it. 11 points will be enough to qualify. Statistically, I've seen. So we're on 8, you guys on 7 points. Even I think 10 will be enough as well for like the last few positions. Like 23,
and then it
24.
goes into like some kind of goal difference and so on.
Yes. Yeah, but for you guys, it's going to be, that's the issue. Like Stuttgart are a good side. I've been very impressed by them this season. Like, even I watched their Juventus game, for example, at the start of the season, and they played Juventus off the park. Like they were outstanding. Even though again Juventus are not the standard, they're a very average side, but still, like to go away from home and dominate a game like that, it tells you a lot about the manager, about the personality they have, and that's not going to be easy game for PSG. That's why today's game is all the more important to for PSG. It's one of those where I feel like neither team can lose, kind of, because then even if we have an easy game, it's anything can happen. Champions League, and even like I said, Club Brugge I think are a decent side as well. So you can't take
It's
it for
not just
granted.
the easier game thing. It's also that you have 8 points. which means that if you win and you have 11, that is 100, 110, 100 and billion% you're through.
Yeah.
Whilst us, we're sitting on 7. If we lose this one, we're also on low goal difference. What's your goal difference?
Oh, it's +4.
Okay. So you've had like 1-2 good stat pass sessions. We haven't had a single one. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel you. Yeah, it's definitely a bigger game, more important game for PSG, no doubt. Because if you lose, you don't want to depend on other sides as well, on like other results going your way, which
Yep.
you may have to if you lose tomorrow. So yeah, let's see. Hopefully, yeah. I don't know. Let's see. I mean, that's the thing. I think we will look to play for a win, but I don't think we're good enough to win, to be honest. So it's one of those. Even though we have a good record, to be honest, at Parc des Princes. I know we lost last time we went when Messi scored. I remember. I think we lost 2-0. And actually, you guys played because you guys basically played on the counter. If you remember that game, you
yeah.
you
We
played
step back a lot.
pragmatically. Yeah, you step back a lot, and if you guys play like that tomorrow as well, you can find some joy because we've been getting exposed all season, defensively. So, but again, I don't know if Enrique will set up like Poch. Probably not. That's
Yeah.
thing.
No. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think he will that too.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't see any manager kind of swallowing their pride, really. That's the interesting dynamic, like in this game. They both want to dominate possession, so yeah, it'll be very interesting. I expect like a KG game personally again. So it's going to be tight margins.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I hope everyone has liked and subscribed to the stream as well, guys. Yeah, please do subscribe to Mo and support the channel as well. Hopefully, everyone is.
Are you from Manchester?
No, bro. I'm not from Manchester. I'm from India actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Are you in Money right now, though?
No. I'm not. I'm in Jordan right now. I
Oh,
kind of
okay.
all over the place. Yeah. I lived in London for 5 years.
Yeah.
Pretty recently, and so yeah, that's where I got accustomed to everything.
Okay.
All right then, DJ. Anything you wanna get off your chest?
No. Not really.
You ready for tomorrow?
Of course. Yeah.
It's D-Day. It's D-Day.
Yeah. But I just need no mistakes, man. Just nothing. Like even if the game doesn't go the way we want, just let it be like a not ridiculous something stupid happens. That's all I pray for, man.
Like, what's Lona doing? What's
Exactly.
Lona doing? Oh my god, Haaland scores.
Oh my god, Marquinhos just kicked it into his own net. Like, no, don't try Crifton, please.
Like, oh my god, Dembouz, you can't miss this. Miss tapping. But that's the thing, DJ. That's the good thing with all defeats we've had is we're numb. Like if we lose to City, we'll be like, all right, just another defeat. That's what Lucha has made us. We'll be like, oh, we lost again. It happens. Dembele. I don't know if we can trust him in big games. All right then. Arnav, thank you so much for joining us. We really needed a City perspective, City fans' insights into this game, and you perfectly summed it up. The last question, Arnab, would you say if you compare yourself to other City fans, are you more confident, less confident, or as most City fans? All right.
Have you heard from David or Tosin?
Nope.
Okay.
It'll be a fest tomorrow. It's always the UCL game that becomes a fest. Everyone comes. Junior hops in, Slime comes, KJ comes. That's if we lose, actually. When we lose, DJ, that's when the entire conference is here. We have to find out why did we lose. Oh, no worries. Will you have the Arsenal game on your phone?
Who? Arsenal playing
Dinamo.
Yeah, Dynamo. To be fair, we need Arsenal to help us out. So, yeah, I'll probably have that on my laptop. I think. Actually, bro, that's quite a few good games tomorrow. You know, because you got Milan, Girona, Feyenoord, Barca.
How's Milan Girona a good game?
Nah, that's gonna be a good game, bro. Nah, Girona a great side. They're great.
If I had to watch another game apart from ours, I would just watch the Madrid game.
Okay, Madrid Salzburg. That could be okay, yeah. And then in the early window, we have Shakhtar Brest. That should be competitive at least. And then we have Leipzig Sporting. So yeah. How is Sporting? I think Sporting are doing okay, aren't they? Okay, they're 19th. Okay, yeah.
No, I mean Sporting ever since Amorim.
Yeah, actually, funny enough, bro, we need Sporting to lose. So that's another one that I think I'm.
Oh, they got 10.
Yeah, they got 10 points. So we need them to lose to Leipzig, away at Leipzig, and then do you know who they play in last game?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to check. Depends on who they. Oh, they play Bologna.
Well, I hope to Bologna, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, that's not a guarantee. So maybe we can hope that they get 11, then they get to 11. Yeah. So basically, what we need, I think Dynamo should lose. They should lose to Arsenal, and I think they play a tough team in match week 11. Club Brugge, I think, are on 11 now, and they should lose to City, so they should stay on 11 with -3 goal difference.
But let's say everyone that's above 10 wouldn't matter.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So then, okay, Benfica are on 10 right now. I want to see who Benfica play.
Man, look at us, CJ. We're calculating a relegation battle, man.
Oh, it's sad, bro. It's actually sad. It's like last day of the season.
Top 8,
yeah.
top 4.
It's like last day of the season. You're hoping 5 results go your way. The great escape.
Man, Lucha better win us the UCL, man.
Bro, look at V's comment. Oh my god, it's true as well. That's the worst part. I hate watching Club Brugge.
This thing, I've been calm about the hate watching, but if we lose to City, that match day 8 will be the craziest match day 8 ever. I would have every game. It should probably be one for every game.
Yeah.
No. If City win, man.
Oh,
if City win, that might actually be like the most heartbreaking stream ever, man. Because we built up so much momentum. Ever since that Bayern defeat, everything's been positive. Nuno, even despite the Nuno negative reports, now we're getting that he's gonna stay. We got Kamara. We won our games. We won the first trophy. We survived a lot of tough games. All for this. So if we lose tomorrow, Khalas, pack your bags and.
Yeah, I feel like.
You have any chance of Madrid can make top 8?
No, I don't think so.
I think you need at least like 15, 16.
Yeah.
To make top 8. Madrid are on 9, so if they win 2 games, they're on 15.
Okay, I mean it's not out the question. And I think their goal difference is okay as well, isn't it?
1.
Oh, okay. So it's not great, but yeah.
Yeah, but there's a small chance. Like you have to win both of your games, and then like hope the other teams that are there in the battle. Like you have Brest on 13 points. You don't want them to win. You don't want Monaco to win. You don't want Lille to win. Bayern could get into the top 8 soon. Maybe Dortmund, Juve, and then maybe Inter, Leverkusen if they pick up more points. It's very difficult, but I don't see it happening. You'll be forced to play a round of 32. But I don't know. Did you hear what I said before?
Yeah. Can you hear me, guys?
Wait, no, we can hear you. Just your audio is very low.
Okay. I'll try being. Is it better now? Hello. Okay.
You said I'm trying now. Is it better now? No, it's still like DJ. It's very low for you too, right?
Yeah, same for me.
Okay.
Chat, you guys just turn up the volume a bit if you guys can't hear him. I know you can continue what you're saying.
No, Samir, because the mathematical stuff that came before the season even started, and they said top 10, top 24. It's like 9, 10, 11 points, and the other one is like 15, 16 points. I don't think 14.
Hello. Can you guys hear me?
Very low, very low.
Very low. Sorry. Having.
No, I don't know. It's, like we're not some Zionists here, man.
Yeah, maybe you can kind of repeat to the audience if they can't hear me well. But I think tomorrow is just I don't have much expectations, to be honest, based on our performances. I'm feeling like okay. I'm not too confident, but I'm not too down in the game either. I think
Yep.
it's an evenly matched game, and I feel again because we have some pedigree. If we turn it up, we can win. So
Okay.
I hope the big players can really grab hold of the game, and seize those moments. If we do that, we have a chance.
True. But all right then, Arnav, huge pleasure joining us. I appreciate it. Helped a lot. Give us insight to tomorrow's game. So, yeah, pleasure having you on, Arnav.
Thank you so much, Mo, for the opportunity, and hopefully I can come on tomorrow if you.
Yep. We will see. I don't know. It depends on that. Like, I don't really put on guests. This time we really needed the city insight. After the game, I don't know. I would say how the stream goes, especially if we lose. I don't know. There's just gonna be people screaming here. Like, it's not gonna be organized at all. But I try my best, Adam. I'll have you in my DMs.
Sure. Anytime, guys. Anytime. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Take care.
You take care, bro.
Take care, Adam. Take care.
Take care. Bye.
Dub. Easy, please. Easy. All right, then, DJ.
Yep. You want to end it there?
Tomorrow. I think so. We talked about anything. I've also been here for like 5 hours because of the watch along before.
Yeah.
I wanna get some rest. Because tomorrow it's a huge day, man. Huge day.
Yep. All right. Good night, bro.
Take care, DJ. Good night, G. Peace.
Ooh.
Yo, Tony, man, stop. Yes, sir. But on, we got 2 frauds as managers. So you said games on Thursday as well. I need to watch Madrid. This game going on. I mean, yeah. Because I think now it's been 7 games. I think I've watched 4 Barca games, 3 Madrid games. If I'm right. So I watched Barca Monaco. I watched Barca Bayern, and I watched Barca Benfica today. I watched Barca Dortmund. I watched Madrid Milan. I watched Madrid Stuttgart, and I watched Madrid Lille. So 3 times you were not on the same team as us. 4 times you were on the same. And it's the Spanish thing, AA, where every time, if you notice, every time we either play the same day as Madrid or Barca. Just unfortunate, man. Ale. Bro, does it read Twitter chat? No, Elberg. Look, first of all, just because I don't pop it up doesn't mean I read it. I saw when he said I've turned up his volume to maximum, but I can't hear him. But all the way up. So no, I do. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. Tahia Somalia. Toso. Nisanare. No. Good night. That's him. We watch replay soon. Miss most of it. Huge job, Tayo. I'm thinking of the preview video, Tayo. I don't know if you saw about the video today didn't get uploaded in time, which meant I had to upload it later, so I had to postpone the preview video. I'm going to upload it soon, then I'm going to upload the short, and then maybe clip this pod, like 2 parts of it, and post it for tomorrow for people to watch before the game. And it was, you told me that, Tayo. Yes, I will start the stream 7 p.m. my time, 2 hours earlier, and I know now everything will go well with the multi-streaming. And by the way, Tayo, one huge thing, this recent watch-along of PSG, of Barca Benfica got huge views on Twitter. I don't know about the other places, but look at Twitter. He had 22K. 22K. For example, this one only has 575, this pre-match podcast, but he had 22K. So I think it's a huge thing. We've added it to Twitter. Because a lot of people just search Barca Benfica or something, and then my one pops up, and you see the quality, everything with the ECL thing, man. And shout out to Tayo, everyone. He's the one that made all of these beautiful graphics, man. It is. No. Yes, sir. So now, because a lot of Somalis always in my childhood, and we used to sing that in school, like the entire class. I don't remember the entirety of it, though. The game, man, finally can watch this game. I've been waiting for this Tayo. Out of all the games, this is the one to watch, man. It's surviving in the group stage. Yeah. PSG game for 45 months. Joseph, man, you're lacking. All right, you're slacking, man, Joseph. This got to be it, Joseph. We need you, man. Maybe that's why we're being shit, man. No. Just make it very, very difficult because we will have to beat Stuttgart, Joseph, and then potentially we may need some other results to go our way. Yeah. No, Barca got crazy juice. I mean, the stream didn't get that much on YouTube though. That's why I mentioned this Twitter thing because usually I've had Barca live watch-alongs. Previous Barca watch-alongs have gotten more than this one. I don't even think this one got that much. Let me check. Want to prop Barca? Don't prop Barca. All right, this one got 2.1. It's good. It's good numbers. I just don't know if it's like El Clasico had 7.2. But yeah, El Clasico is huge, man. How much vids are you making tomorrow? So everything that's 100% planned is the live watch along, match reaction, post-match podcast, player ratings, goal reactions, and then watch-along highlights. And then up until then, I will upload the preview and potentially 2 clips from this podcast. No. Like this was when like 7, 6 kindergarten. Yeah. As long as if we win, Joseph, we have no problem. All right then, people. That's been it from my boy PSG. I haven't done this in a while, but shout out to Joseph, shout out to Elber, shout out to Tony, shout out to Viz, shout out to Tayo, of course, shout out to David, shout out to Jonathan, shout out to AA, shout out to JP, shout out to Christian, shout out to Safe, shout out to AA, shout out to Baran, shout out to everyone, people. That's been it from my boy PSG. Tomorrow is a humongous day. Dubsky. Damn boys. Right, people. Let's bring for boy PSG. Nah, I agree, safe. Yo, what's up, Elmo? I'm actually gonna end it, bro. Shout out to you, Elmo. Shout out to everyone. And as usual. Ale.